Good afternoon to you. Welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports live this afternoon from Camp Point Central High School as the 10-0 Central Panthers play host to the 8-2 Brown County Hornets in round 2 of the IHSA Class 1A playoffs. Alongside Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. John's manning the camera just outside the door in the chilly weather. We're here in the warm press box, Jack, on an overcast day. Some rain in the forecast possibly, but right now not too bad for this WIVC North second round playoff game and a rematch of a game that happened on this field back in week 6. A lot to talk about in preparation for today's kickoff scheduled for 1 o'clock on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Let's step aside and we'll be back after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer! Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Fostered Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Welcome back to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Class 1A second round playoff action. The 10-0 Central Panthers outscoring their opponents on the year 470-39. A win over West Central last week, 44-0. Taking on the Brown County Hornets just down the road a bit here from our site today, and a rematch of a game in week 6 earlier this season, which saw Camp Point Central win 26-7. The Hornets on the year have outscored their opponents 403-77. They picked up a big win last week in the opener against Athens, 48-0, the final in that contest, and the Hornets appear to be playing some of their best football at the right time of the year, Jack, and looking like we could see a tremendous matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, I really expect to see a different Hornet team than we saw last time. And a lot of that's going to be attitude. You know, you come out of a big win against a good team in the Sangamo Conference who's in the middle of the pack and put a running clock on them. That's got to build your confidence. Now can Tom Little and his staff convert that over to feeling the same way when they're playing the Panthers today? And, you know, the first 6-8 minutes of this game may determine a lot of things for us, just like it does a lot of times.
It's not an extremely cool day, a little brisk with the wind blowing just slightly, but we could see some rain maybe around halftime in this contest, and that could make the second half a little more interesting.
Well, the thing is, the turf is so dry that you don't know whether the water will soak or sit on the top, but the field looks to be in great shape. I mean, there's going to be those bare spots when you're in November, but you couldn't ask for this field of natural grass to look any better, I don't think.
Winner of this contest will play the winner of Carrollton and Dupo a week from today. That game being played at Carrollton after the Hawks pulled the upset on the road last week. Dupo with their first win in the playoffs, what do they say, 30, 35 years?
Yeah, 30-some, and now they're talking about going all the way to state. Well, they've got to go to Hawkville, and that's always a tough one when you play on Nick Flowers Field.
Crowd really starting to come in now. Folks have been tailgating for a while and should see a big crowd on hand this afternoon as well. If you weren't able to make it, certainly glad you've joined us here on Central Illinois Sports. On the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, with locations in Pittsfield, Liberty, Berry, and Hannibal, Great Rivers Bank here to serve you the best in banking services close to where you live and always with you on the go at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Hornets with a couple of losses on the season, a loss to Camp Point Central, as we told you in Week 6, and then a loss in Week 9 to Calhoun, 21-12, Jack, but a game where the second half of that contest, Brown County probably started playing their best football of the year, and they carried it right into that win over Athens last week. This is the team, as we said, looks to be playing at the peak right now.
And that's why I said what happens in the early moments of this game can make a difference, because if Brown County had played the first half like they played the second half, I think they'd have gotten the win against Calhoun, who is a tremendous football team, playing a very good Greenfield team today at Calhoun. There's a lot of good stuff happening. 5 teams still left in the WIVC. Unfortunately, 4 of them are playing each other, but that does mean somebody on each side is going to make it to the quarterfinals.
That is very true. The teams are still yet to make the field. Looks like Brown County's fans are warming up in preparation for the Hornets to make their appearance. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll take a look at what else is happening in Class 1A today after this.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For businesses and organizations, we've got you covered with professional screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and custom banners. From team apparel to promotional products, we'll help your brand shine. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for shopping local.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. The Brown County Hornets making their way to the field here at Camp Point Central. Tom Little's crew really ready to go for this one. And you talk about a guy who has taken a program in Brown County that was up and down, up and down, up and down, and made them a consistent winner over the last 24 years, Jack. That's Tom Little. Second consecutive playoff appearance after missing a couple of years ago, but the 18th in 24 years under Coach Little. Actually,
19th, I think, if I read right, and when I talked to him about it. But this goes to show you since, 2001, he's just been in the thick of things. And, we go back to those days when they were so close to making it to the championships, just an injury or so away, and that made all the difference in the world. But Tom Little's as good as anybody coaching. There's a lot of good coaches left in these 5 teams in the WIVC. And, they all brag on Brad Dixon, and rightfully so, but the other 4 are pretty fair coaches too.
Well, yeah, across the sideline is Brad Dixon, who is in his 15th year. And they've made the playoffs 14 of those years. The one year they didn't make it, they didn't have playoffs. So a pretty good streak for the Panthers as well, 17 in a row now. Dixon is 146-27 as a head coach, but really goes beyond the head coaches, Jack. The coaching staffs for both of these programs very, very committed to making sure these kids get the best opportunities.
They built teams, just like you build the team of players. They built teams of coaches, and each one of them knows they can count on those guys. So much so that a few years ago when Tom Little developed a migraine in the first half of a playoff game probably 10, 12 years ago, his assistants had to take over for him because he couldn't finish it, and they got the win that day. You've got to be able to depend on Casey Ray, Casey Monroe, the Griffin boys, Remy Bueller, and others on the Camp Point Central side. Jared Hoots and many others on the other side doing a great job too.
Second round action in Class 1A in the south side of 1A. Calhoun and Greenfield Northwestern kicking off at 1 o'clock today at Calhoun. Casey Westfield and Nokomis matching up at a 3 o'clock contest as Nokomis pulled the upset last week. Of course, Central and Brown County here. Dupo and Carrollton at Carrollton after the Hawks beat Oakwood-Fiffian a week ago. On the northern side of the bracket, number 1 ranked Stockton taking on the Hayworth Hornets at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Clifton Central and Dwight matchup at 4 o'clock. Anawan Weathersfield and Deer Creek Mackinac at 3. Annalena Winslow and Gibson City Melvin Sibley will go head-to-head this afternoon at 2 o'clock. So a lot of good contests today, Jack. You could see a few that get out of hand, but I think you're going to see a lot of close scores across Class 1A.
Well, a lot of good contests today. Stockton heading to Hayward, and we're looking forward to seeing that happen. And just Hayward's got a new turf field. And, those Hayward kids, can you tell real quick about that coach's dad telling you something with Hayward many years ago here?
Well, they were 5-4, and they came in, and he said, guys, I don't like to brag, but you're about to see the best 5-4 football team that you've ever seen. And he was right that day. It was a very close contest, came right down to the wire. And they're taking on the number 1 ranked team in the state, so a lot of pressure, but getting to play on their home turf. Class 2A action today. Toledo Cumberland and Arthur Levington Atwood Hammond. Pena and Flora go head-to-head. Also, Morel Forsyth is welcoming Johnston City to town. Taylor Ridge Rockridge and Downs Tri-Valley matchup. DeCoin and Westville. Farmington plays Aurora Christian at 3 o'clock. 5 o'clock start time for Sterling Newman Central Catholic and El Paso Gridley. And Wilmington and Seneca matchup at 6 o'clock this evening. In Class 3A, a couple of games played last night. Richmond Burton rolled past Aurora Central Catholic 57-7, and Elmhurst Immaculate Conception beat Kankakee Bishop McNamara 37-27. Action today, 1 o'clock kickoffs for Monmouth Roseville and Bloomington Central Catholic. Byron and Pecatonica also matching up, and Porta will travel just down the road a bit to Williamsville after the Blue Jays picked up, well, we'll call it a controversial victory in the win over Fairfield last week. 2 o'clock start times in 3A for St. Joe Ogden and Roxana. Kelowna Unity welcomes Monticello to town, and Vandalia takes on Greenville. In Class 4A, a couple of games played last evening. Rochester beat Waterloo 55-21, a game that was actually tied at 14 in the second quarter. Rochester rowing on into the second half and rowing back home for their game next week. Cole City beat Dixon last night in a thriller, 49-42. Geneseo is at Macomb today. Sacred Heart Griffin welcomes Carterville to town. Freeburg heads to Breeze Central. Jacksonville is playing on the road at Cahokia. Peoria Notre Dame and Lombard Montini and Metamora and Morris are matching up later on this afternoon as well. Those all in Class 4A. 5A matchups. Last night, just a single game. Belvedere North beat Maple Park Canelan 30-25. Games today, 1 o'clock start time. Crystal Lake Prairie Ridge and Wheaton St. Francis. 2 o'clock, it'll be Bloomington High School and Oak Forest. Muhammad Seymour and Washington also a 2 o'clock start. Kankakee Senior High School takes on Providence St. Mel at 3 p.m. Chicago Corliss and Chicago King play at 5 o'clock. Cary Grove and Chicago St. Patrick at 6:30. And at 7 o'clock, it's Morton at Peoria High School. A game of interest in Class 6A, kind of in our area, Jack. That's the Chatham-Glenwood squad welcoming just a run-of-the-mill 6-3 regular season East St. Louis team to town.
Yeah, toughest draw you could ever have. Joliet Catholic, a 4-5 team, and then play East St. Louis, who's 6-3. Why? Because they play the best of the best, and East St. Louis is a load. I don't care who you think. These are the same kids we saw play in the state championship last couple of years, I think, and they just keep on rolling.
That should be a good matchup there today. Camp Point Central has taken the field, so both teams out preparing for today's action. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with more after these important messages.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com. At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. You know, Jack, when you take a look at these two teams, yes, Camp Point Central's 10-0 and Brown County's 8-2, but if you start looking at their statistics, almost identical. Central giving up a few less points per game, but neither one of them giving up too many points, playing very good defense throughout the season. The rushing yards between the two squads are within about 12 yards collectively on the season, and they both like to spread it out a bit, running the ball out of the backfield in the wing T.
Well, one of them starts 3 sophomores in Brown County, the other one 4 or 5 sophomores. But the wing T is the wing T, and they both like that. Tom Little will go into a wishbone a little bit more, but so will Casey Ray on the other side. They'll mix it up. And I was super impressed with Vince Little when we saw them in week 6. He put the ball on the money, and some guys just didn't catch the ball. They do that, and it might have been a different ball game.
Yeah, you take a look at some keys in this game. Size up front for both of these squads for Class 1A, very, very good. But overall, the size advantage goes to Brown County.
Well, we didn't get their weights and measurements, but you can look out on the field at those linemen. There are big, big men. 77 and Cooper Adcock, just a junior. He's got to be about 320. And Levi Brierton was standing next to him, bigger than he is.
Has some big guys that really do a nice job blocking up front for this Brown County team. Some guys to really pay attention to today. Of course, Trey Fullerton, their fullback and best linebacker. 610 yards rushing, 99 carries, 12 touchdowns on the season. Defensively, though, Jack, he's been a monster. 123 tackles, 23 solo tackles, 12 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. He's really making the most out of this senior season.
Well, and when you get that kind of stuff, that means the guys up in front of you are doing some great things to get you cleared to be able to make the tackles. That's what Central does on defense, is their lineman's job is to free the linebackers up, and then Caden Ekamp kind of makes his own space most of the time. And with him back, that's a big difference maker from week 6, too.
Jack Septon, Eli Staten both had big games last week against 8th and Septon, 543 yards, 15.5 yards a carry on the season, 11 touchdowns. Eli Staten's at 59 carries, 428 yards. That's 7.2 yards a carry and 4 touchdowns. And then Vince Little, who's really been as steady as they go at quarterback this year for the Hornets, 45 for 84, 653 yards, 10 touchdowns against just 1 interception on the year, has really played a steady quarterback position for the Hornets.
With 1 interception, that's big because the Panthers have taken the ball away and took it into the end zone quite a few times. That means Vince Little is knowing when to not throw the ball into territory where people might pick it off.
On the Central side, Curtis Rigg creeps closer to that 1,000-yard mark on the season, 844 yards coming into the day today. We understand we will see Jasper Flessner back out there today after sitting out last week, and that'll be a welcome sign for the Panthers. Although, Jack, Zach Weir played a pretty good fullback a week ago, really led the way. He was our player of the game, started out the game with that big interception against West Central. You talked about Caden Ekamp coming into the game last week on the season because he's been so limited, 14 tackles, 9 solo. Last week, 9 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss.
And a 7-yard touchdown run where he just ran over the top of people. That's the difference maker Caden Ekamp can be, and he will rush a quarterback a little quicker than most.
Well, teams are getting warmed up for today's action. Really a pretty nice day for round 2 matchups. We said some rain in the forecast, but nothing heavy, just enough maybe to make the ball a little bit slick. But the fans have really started piling in now as they surround the field. A fun atmosphere for today's playoff action. We'll step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, back with more from Camp Point Central after this.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Helena Agri, Camp Point, Illinois, is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Central Illinois Athletics. For all your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agri, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, and Matt Hughes, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 593-7761 for Helena Agri of Camp Point.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
At Farmer State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
Petty Construction and owner Joe Petty, specializing in commercial and residential roofing systems. They design, build new homes and additions and renovations to your home. Interior and exterior renovations are their specialty. Petty Construction and Joe Petty have the experience in building you are looking for. Call 217-779-6384 or on the web at joe.petty@pettyconstruction.com. Building your community one job at a time.
Exmark mowers are at B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers. American-made precision and power. Backed by B&B's unmatched service. B&B Livestock Supply and Trailers in Camp Point, Illinois. Call, click, or stop by.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got Thread Grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off Thread Grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Let's take a look at the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Farm and Home Supply, from snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs. Nobody has it like your local Farm and Home Supply. Learn more at farmandhomesupply.com. For the Brown County Hornets on the offensive side, Micah Henry starts at the left tight end. He'll line up next to Levi Brierton at left tackle. Clint Stevens is the left guard. Bodie Seitz is the center. Alex Beheimer at right guard. And Cooper Adcox plays right tackle. Hunter Law is the tight end on the right side. Wingbacks Eli Staten and Bo Little. Trey Fullerton is the fullback, and Vince Little the quarterback for Brown County. Defensively, Hunter Law, Cooper Adcox, Jace Leonard, Micah Henry, and Cale Jackson make up the five-man front defensively. Trey Fullerton and Bradley Markert are the linebackers in the 5-2 defense. And the defensive backs are Wyatt Cassing, Michael Cassing, Jack Septon, and Bo Little. For Camp Point Central on the offensive side, they'll start like this today. Kel Niekamp is the quarterback. Curtis Rigg, Luke Hippenson in the backfield. Zach Weir at fullback. We'll see Jasper Flester and also Caden Niekamp in the backfield we expect today. Colin Bachhold starts at tight end. Up front, it's Jack Weiss at right tackle. Braden Hummer is the right guard. Chase Barner at center. Briggs Wiskirchen at left guard. Evan Walker, the left tackle. And Tate Eichen, the split end for Central. Defensively for the Panthers, Barner starts at a defensive end. Dominic Jansen is the nose tackle. And Caden Niekamp plays at the other end. Colin Bachhold, an outside linebacker, lines up next to Zach Weir as an inside. The middle linebacker, Briggs Wiskirchen, who is a go today after getting a little banged up in the win last week. Grant Hamilton at an inside linebacker, and an outside backer, it's Luke Hippenson. Curtis Rigg and Dylan Mowen are the cornerbacks, and Cale Niekamp is the free safety for Camp Point Central.
Brown County won the flip, deferred to the second half, so the Panthers will get it on the north end with Brown County kicking from the south.
All right, as we count down to kickoff here, about 12 minutes away to see the ball in the air, they're going to have the Central Band take the field to play the national anthem. We'll step aside as they do that. Back with more on Central Illinois Sports after this.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week. Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Case IH has been in Innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation.
Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we're getting closer to kickoff every moment, Jack. And some keys to this game. First of all, obviously you have to avoid any turnovers. Both of these teams can really control the ball offensively, so you don't want to give your opponent a chance to control the time of possession. For Brown County, I think a key to this one is getting Mike Cassian involved. They had that touchdown catch the last time they played. He's a dynamic guy on the outside. They've got several really solid receivers. Brody Phelps was a guy that was catching a lot of balls out of the backfield for them earlier in the year, but Bo Little's had some good catches. Bradley Markert, another guy that can really catch it. White Cassian's got 4 catches on the year, so some dynamic, quick athletes who in space are very dangerous.
Brody Phelps, according to his dad, is kind of an iffy today, but the rest of them are just like you talked about. Brody's a good athlete, too. One of the key things for Brown County, last time they played, those 5-yard penalties on offense, illegal procedures that kept putting them back and keeping them out of the red zone where they need to be.
Well, neither team wants to get too far behind the sticks. I mean, they both can throw it, don't really prefer to with the style that they run, but Camp Point Central, they've got to stay out of these third and longer situations. There were several times last week they were 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and they converted. That doesn't always happen, especially against good teams on the defensive side like Brown County.
Now, you might do that in week 1 when you're the 2 seed, but when you're the 2 seed playing the 7, who could easily have been a 3 seed with a win in week 9, hey, you know what? You've got to keep moving the sticks, and you've got to have second and short many times to have success.
Great job by the Camp Point Central High School marching band. We talked about Jasper Flessner not playing last week, but he's out there today. He's going to see some action, and he was playing in the band with the national anthem. And I like to see guys, and you've got it on both sides all around the area, kids that are really multi-talented, do a lot of different things. And that's what you have to have at small schools because, what did we say, about 3 students difference in enrollment between these 2 squads?
I think 2, and if you remember a couple years ago, was it
West Crooks?
West Crooks was the band major, and Jasper playing in the band. There were a couple guys playing, a tuba player too. That's impressive to see them doing multitasking and loving the band just like they love the football and the national anthem and the school song. I think that's where we're at. We're in 1A football action, and we're actually playing 1A football with the people who are left, and that makes it really exciting in this division.
It is exciting. The time for talk is almost over as we'll take our final break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll kick it off from Camp Point Central after this.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Well, the fans are on their feet for Camp Point Central. The Cowbells are in full force today as they're getting ready to see the Panthers come through the breakthroughs. We told you Brown County won the opening coin toss. They deferred to the second half, so Central will start with their kickoff team on the field here this afternoon. Brown County in the visiting white uniforms with the green numbers and super sharp helmets. I always like that look for Brown County with the green and white on the helmet. And for Camp Point Central, they're in the home black uniforms with the old gold helmets as they congregate here in midfield with the officials. Our scoreboard today, as it has been throughout the year and for many years, Ridgeline Sales Group, LLC. If you're a buyer searching for the perfect home or a hunter passionate about the outdoors, Ridgeline Sales Group is here to help you capitalize on your investment. Their knowledge of the land, their dedication to their clients, and their commitment to excellence are just a few reasons why buyers and sellers continue to trust Ridgeline for their real estate needs. Call Ridgeline Sales Group, 217-285-5800, or online at ridgelinesalesgroup.com.
Well, the officials today, referee Chris Smith, umpire Jason Danner, Rocky Calkins is the linesman, the line judge is John Mexner, and Marcus Nati is the back judge. And they were bound determined to keep the Panthers from surrounding their Panther Paw today and kept them on their half of the 50-yard line. Maybe that's a rule I just didn't know about. But the Panthers have made their run out. They're ready to go to receive the kickoff, and Brown County's going to be ready, folks. This ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker, and Charlie's going to tell you all about it.
Rounding out, Sanchez will have the ball teed up, ready to kick it off for Brown County. Back deep, Marco Rodriguez for the Panthers. Has a slight breeze blowing from right to left on our screen. Not nearly what it usually is on these cold November days.
Haven't seen it blown out of the south since the Cumberland playoff game when it was blowing about 45 miles an hour.
All right, it looks like our officials are ready to roll. Brown County breaks the kickoff huddle as Sanchez takes his steps back, ready to kick this one off.
Might Brown County have something up their sleeve?
I think anything is possible in this matchup today. It's the second time you see somebody, you may have to throw in a little extra wrinkle. Sanchez gets the ready for play whistle, and we are underway. Boots this one deep. Rodriguez will retreat and take it at about the 5-yard line. Looks for some blockers across the 10. Now drags a man up close to the 20-yard line. Tackle on the play by Wyatt Cassing, as the Panthers will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 11:54 to play here in the opening period.
Nice job by two little guys there. Wyatt Cassing really did a nice job staying on Marco, and Marco got the ball out to the 20 where he'd got it if he'd let it go into the end zone.
1st and 10 for Camp Point Central. Brown County with that big 5-man front on the defensive line. Panthers split 2 receivers out wide to the left-hand side. Caden Niekamp is lined up at the fullback as Cale Niekamp will be under center.
Adcock's a load at the nose.
They'll hand it off to Niekamp on the left-hand side. Ducks his shoulders, takes it up for a gain across the 25 to the 26-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 4.
One of the things we talked about was good first down yardage, and Caden Niekamp got that for him right off the bat.
2nd down and 4 yards to go for Camp Point Central as we're just underway in this Class 1A second-round contest.
Evan Walker and Brig Wiskirkin on that left side where they ran to the first time.
Eichen splits out wide to the left-hand side. Panthers come out of the double wing. 11 seconds on the play clock as Niekamp gets everybody situated. The sophomore quarterback puts a man in motion, fakes to him, gives it off to Caden Niekamp. He's wrapped up after a short carry, shy of the 30-yard line. Looks to be to the 28-yard line, 2-yard pickup on the play, and a very important 3rd and 2 coming up early in this one.
Fullback, both times here, and don't be surprised if it goes to the fullback again, maybe farther out to the left-hand side, or will they find one of those wingbacks after running the fullback twice?
Leonard and Adcox in the middle of that defensive line, proving to be pretty tough here in the early going. 3rd and short. Panthers hand the ball off to Niekamp. He'll have the first down as he carries the tackler up near the 34-yard line. Pick up on the play of 6 yards in the Camp Point Central 1st and 10. Nothing really fancy yet out of this Panther offense, Jack, but it's line them up and run at them. And so far, they've been able to move the sticks, as we'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay.
Kind of reminds you of Elijah Ginnenbacher when he was a junior that went back to that fullback. He just is a different type of player.
1st and 10 as Eichen now on the right side of the formation. Move Backel to the left side now as Cale Niekamp sets up under center. Puts a man in motion, going to pitch it outside as they say the Panthers had early motion. And we'll see our first penalty flag of the day on an illegal procedure, it looks like here.
Yeah, Weir picked up a yard on the play. I'm going to guess Brown County will take that illegal procedure penalty, and the Panthers will face a 1st and 15, or will they turn it down?
Oh, no, they'll accept the penalty here. You always would accept it early on the downs like this.
There they come.
First penalty of the game, back to the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
1st and 15 yards to go for Camp Point Central.
Brown County not really sucking in there right now. They've been able to take care of the run fairly well without having to have those linebackers and D-backs up close. And those linebackers are a good 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now that's Riggs split out to the left-hand side along with Eichen. Put a man in motion. They'll keep it with the quarterback and Cale Niekamp. Gets a good block out in front. He's got the first down and more. Rushing down the sideline, trying to run away from the defense. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. No flags on the field on this one. And Camp Point Central with the early score.
71 yards on the run for the quarterback, Cale Niekamp. So it's been Niekamp and Niekamp in the early going, but little brother got the 71-yard run.
71 yards. Good block in front of them as well, as we'll see again here in just a moment on the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. And with 9:32 to play in the first, Camp Point Central strikes first.
He ran away from people, too. I mean, it just goes to show you how that training really makes a difference. Now the two-point conversions, how important are they today, Charlie?
Yeah, and in playoff games, they're always important, right?
You better believe it.
Looks like Caden Niekamp is lined up in the backfield at the fullback. Central doing a lot more shifting pre-play than they have in the past couple of weeks. They'll hand it off to Niekamp on the right-hand side. He will bowl his way into the end zone for the two-point conversion as Camp Point Central takes the early 8-0 lead. Behind a 71-yard run by sophomore quarterback Cale Niekamp down the sideline to the house. And on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, Central leads Brown County 8-0.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
8-0 here in the early going of this contest. And if you're Brown County, now it's about how you respond to this one, Jack. This Hornet team is good enough to win this game. They are athletic enough. They are talented enough, well coached enough to win this game. But they've got to have that belief that they can do it. We didn't talk about it in the pregame, but since Central has joined the WIBC, Brown County has only beaten them twice, 13-2 in the series.
And the last time Central lost on this field was to who? Brown County.
Rodriguez has it teed up, ready to kick it off.
Now Brown County's got to answer. They need good field position to start things.
Jack Sefton is back deep. I don't think he'll get a chance of this one, as Rodriguez usually with the little pop-up kicks.
Yep.
And he will kick this one. It's headed toward the sideline. Going to be fair caught on the retreat by Hunter Law.
26.
Let's wait and see where the referee marks it officially. He's going to say, I like big lines and I cannot lie. They'll put it at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 with 9:32 to play here in the first.
Don't see the fair catch where a guy has to go quite that far to go get it on a kickoff. That looked more like a punt, but a good job. And now they're switching balls and getting ready to set the ball on the 25-yard line. So 75 yards to go for Brown County to tie it up.
Quarterback Vince Little is under center, the double wing, everybody in tight. They'll give it off to the second back through. That looks to be Eli Staten on his first carry of the day. He'll take it to the 29-yard line. 4-yard pickup on first down and brings up a 2nd down and 6.
Good first down yardage for Brown County. You need that on your first two plays so you're not long yardage, and they can, like I said, ill afford the penalties. Central made it through that 5-yard penalty they got.
Eli had a big week last week in the dominating win over Athens. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Fullerton is lined up at fullback. Let's see if he gets his first carry of the day. He will. Over the left side. Breaks the first tackle. Now lost his balance and is taken down. Actually, if he could have stayed up, would have had a huge gain on the play. This is to the 33-yard line on a gain of 4 and brings up a 3rd down and 2 for the Hornets.
That time Fullerton did a nice job coming through the middle on the left guard play and then making his way out to the left, but he lost his footing, or he might have picked up another 5 or 10 more.
3rd down and 2 yards to go. Let's see if the Hornets want to go with the hard count here early. Trying to get the easy yards.
They play small guards with big tackles.
Little under center. Puts a man in motion. Hands it off to Fullerton on the left side. He is stood up and taken down. But he's going to have the first down, it looks like, as he gets to the 35-yard line. Needed to, got to on a 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
First down of the ball game for Brown County. And Fullerton gave it all he had because he needed every inch of that to get the first down.
Well, I think in these early drives for both of these teams, you're seeing that both squads don't mind keeping the ball on the ground, keeping the clock moving, and just saying, hey, we're coming at you. Can you stop us?
Central starting to sneak up, but within about 3 yards of the line of scrimmage, except for one man.
Little will hand it off to the deep back this time. Man breaks a tackle, still on his feet. That is Sefton on the run, I believe. See who comes off the bottom of the pile.
Nope.
Excuse me, that's Bo Little. Bo Little on the carry up to the 39-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. And it's 2nd down and 6.
4 and 7 are kind of hard to pick up when there's that many people grabbing on you, but what a nice job by the sophomore in keeping his legs driving that time.
Well, and when everybody on the field is within about 5 or 6 yards of one another, Jack, it can get tricky.
Now you got to be careful about the big breakaway for Brown County if you're Central.
Little checks the line, calls him set. Hands it off to Fullerton over the left side. Upended after a couple-yard gain on the play to the 43-yard line. Another 4-yard pickup and another 3rd down and 2 as Barner on the stop for Camp Point Central.
Fullerton doing a great job recognizing at the line of scrimmage to break to his left because it's crowded where he's trying to go. Like I said, very small guards for Brown County against those big guys in the middle for Central. And that nose guard and Dominic Jansen right now, I do believe.
Might be small guards, Jack, but big tackles on the outside.
Oh, my. Huge.
Briarton and Adcox, both pretty good-sized lads. 3rd down and 2. Just shy of midfield. Little hands it off to Staten, running it on the right-hand side. He is taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss on the play. And a 4th down and 2 in decision time for Tom Little. And I think they'll be going for it here.
One thing that I did see on that play is number 79, Levi Briarton, way out there on the defensive back, blocking him. But they switch people out, and it looks like it's punt time, does it not?
Adcox going out and Briarton going out. And let's see, it looks like Fullerton is back to punt.
Nothing's for sure in this game.
I am surprised here. Fullerton will put his boot into this one. A nice end-over-end kick. It just needs to slow down for Brown County, and it does. Takes a good hop and is touched at about the 21-yard line. I bet you they'll put it right at the 21, and they will. And that's where Camp Point Central will start their second drive with 5:48 to play in this opening period, leading 8-0 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. I want to remind you about our friends Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. They offer quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete, ready to serve you, 309-252-1052.
So Brown County got that first down, that very tough yardage, but the second time around, Staten was the guy they went to instead of Fullerton. I was a bit surprised by that, and they were held out. And the punt, a good one. The Panthers have 79 yards to go for their try.
Well, hindsight's always 20/20, right? But Fullerton's gained 4 yards every time he's touched it. On a 4th and 2, I might have handed it to the big fella. Here's a handoff in the backfield. That's going to be Zach Weir on his first carry of the day to the 25-yard line on a 4-yard pickup to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
He got hit hard that time, did he not?
Yeah, he got spun around there by one of those linebackers. If I'm guessing, I'm going to guess it was Trey Fullerton.
Fullerton, part of that threesome of Fullertons that have been good ones. Their dad, Heath, has been involved in this program, in the youth program, for many years. And they'll miss the Fullertons when they're not there anymore.
Yeah, they're a little upset he didn't have 5 or 6 more boys.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Gunnermans in Pleasant Hill, huh?
Niekamp is under center here, puts Rigg in motion. He will hand it off the left-hand side to Weir. Weir with his shoulders square, runs up near the 30-yard line. A pickup on the play of 5 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Panthers. 3rd down and a yard to go, and it's a short yard here with just under 5 minutes to play in the first period. As we see Zach Weir come off the field with a limp.
Yeah, and he's also a defensive back, linebacker for them. That's not something you want to see, and he's going down to the sidelines quickly with that turn to take a look at him.
Well, he got hit on that first carry hard. You kind of wonder if he's just kind of realizing how hard he was hit this time.
Marco on this side.
3rd down here. They'll hand it off to Niekamp in the backfield as the fullback pounds his way forward for the first down to the 34-yard line. 4-yard pickup and a fresh set of downs for Central.
3rd first down of the ball game. Cale Niekamp comes to the sideline to Casey Ray to get the play. 4:25 and counting left first quarter. 8-0 Panthers over the Hornets on the Ridgeline Sales Group Incorporated scoreboard.
LLC Incorporated. There's a difference.
LLC, I'm sorry.
Ball at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 after the Niekamp run. I've not seen Jasper Flessner carry it yet today either. Put a man in motion, handed off to Niekamp. Niekamp stood up at the line of scrimmage, slung backwards this time. On a big hit that time by Fullerton coming from the linebacker spot.
He'll get 1 yard on the play, and that'll be a short 1 yard. Coming up, kind of limping this time, wearing the number 68 for Brown County is Jace Leonard, and he's got a tender leg right now. Let's see if they're going to take Jace out of the game.
A lot of hard hitting, a lot of physicality out there right now. It's 2nd down. They gave him nearly 2 yards of a gain there, Jack.
Yeah, Jace is not going out of the game, and he really limped bad on that play.
Man, did Trey Fullerton not fill quickly that time? Holy cow.
Haven't seen those wingbacks get the ball yet.
They're going to let that young man get off the field, Jack,
Yeah.
and Jace Leonard, as he is injured. So the referees do stop it for just a moment to get a chance to look at him.
Yeah, say a little prayer for Jace there. We want him to be healthy and Zach Weir to be healthy too.
Yep, the trainers on both sides busy here in the early going. 2nd down and 8 from the 35-yard line.
Zach is jogging on the sidelines.
Cale Niekamp is under center. Barks out the signal, says he puts Rigg in motion. He'll hand it off to Caden Niekamp, left side, big hole. Breaks a tackle now, is stood up by Wyatt Cassian, who makes a nice hit on the man. That's a scary sight. You see a kid the size of Niekamp coming at you if you're Wyatt Cassian, but he's a tough cookie. Up to the 43-yard line, 8-yard pickup on the play check. And it'll be a inches to go here.
Caden Niekamp getting ahead of steam there, is he not? Who's coming out of the game? I can't read that number.
That's Niekamp out.
Niekamp. That 22's all bunched up there.
He looks fresh.
So did Zach go back out after jogging on the sidelines?
Looks like that's Weir lined up at the fullback on this 3rd and a yard. Brown County's showing they're going to bring the house. They'll hand it off to Weir on the left-hand side. Gets enough for the first down, it appears, as he's across the 45, near the 46-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play, and the Panthers keep the chains moving once again.
Running a lot of backs in and out and in and out and in and out. Also, Grant Hamilton getting some work done on the sidelines, too. Getting a little tape on the shoe there. Grant says, I'm ready, Coach, if you need me.
It's been a quick first quarter. We're nearing the 2-minute mark of quarter number 1. 8-0 is the Camp Point Central lead. They started at their own 21-yard line with 5:48 to play in the quarter and have made it to the 47 here as they break the huddle with 2:05 showing on the clock.
Well, they got it at the 5:48 mark, so they've had it a good portion of the first quarter.
Cale Niekamp under center. He will hand it off, trying to get to the outside. This is Ippinson. Ippinson trying to string it along. Now drags a man along the sideline with him. Gets across midfield. They'll mark him out of the 49-yard line. Everybody will get up out of the cloud of dust on the sideline. Caught the 49 officially here, Jack, for a 4-yard gain. And brings up a 2nd down. Call it a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
You saw Ippinson look like he was going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He turned that big body and got 5 yards out of it. How did he find that spot? He got down low and then went forward.
He's a big, strong kid. We talked about him a lot last week.
Wasn't looking about to run out of pounds, was he?
2nd down and 5 as the Panthers are into Brown County territory. In the double wing. Linebackers show blitz. They'll hand it off to the second back. That's Rigg. Makes a man miss, then fumbles the ball. It looks like the Hornets have recovered, and they have. Brown County gets the first takeaway of the game as they rip it out of the hands of Curtis Rigg. And right at midfield, the Hornets will take over with 1:39 to play in the first.
Fumble recovery, and the Hornets really sent about 9 men that time, and it paid off for him. Rigg had the ball stripped, and he's had a little problem with that the last couple of weeks by having a big lineman or a linebacker come up there and grab it away. 1st and 10, Brown County.
Good job by the Hornet defense. Got the takeaway as you saw the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
Now, what do you do with it?
See if they can get some momentum headed their direction. Little is under center, puts a man in motion, hands it off to Fullerton. Rumbling on the left side, keeps the legs churning. Gets into Panther territory to the 48-yard line on a gain of 2.
12 tough yards on 4 carries for him, 3 yards a carry, but Fullerton has kept the legs moving the whole time, and they're in Panther territory.
He's a workhorse. He's not afraid to carry it and carry it and carry it.
Haven't been in Panther territory before right now. Can they make that turnover into points?
Well, you have to tip your cap, I think, to Tom Little. I was questioned if they'd go for it on that 4th down play. They played the field position game and have it with a takeaway right back on their side. Ball carrier this time is Little. He will get stood up. Really did a nice job to keep the pile moving forward, though, to the 46-yard line. Actually, Sefton on the carry, Jack. 7 and 1. I'm going to try to get those separated in my mind. 2-yard gain on the play, and it's a 3rd and 6.
And that's that play that they allowed a few years ago on every level where you can get your lineman behind you and have that push. They used to not be able to do that.
Well, you can't aid him. You can just kind of...
They call it the tush push?
Give him encouragement. This could be the final play of the first quarter as the clock ticks to 23 seconds. Seitz leads the lineman for Brown County up to the line of scrimmage. Little under center. Puts a man in motion. Will hand it off to Fullerton. Good blocking out in front. Keeps the legs turning inside the 45 to the 42-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be a 4th down and about 2 for Brown County when we start quarter number 2. After one, an 8-0 lead for Camp Point Central on top of the Brown County Hornets as you watch playoff action on Central Illinois Sports.
Hi, Jay Arnold here with Donahue's Barbershops and Family Hair Centers. You can find us in Pittsfield, 2 blocks west of Walmart, and Mount Sterling on Pittsfield Road, and on the south side of the square in Winchester. We have 6 full-time experienced barbers and cosmetologists to make sure you get the haircut you want. You never need an appointment because we only take walk-ins. Find us on Facebook. Stop by and see us at one of our 3 locations soon.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Ready to start quarter number 2. I don't think Brown County got the friendliest of spots on this as it's 4th and it's a solid 3 yards to go. I thought it was closer to 4th and 2 where the man ended up, but the officials, of course, much closer than I am to the action.
Watch the hard count right off the bat coming into the second quarter.
4th down, Little under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Fullerton, but not before a penalty flag, or was the referee just not ready? A timeout, our first timeout of the afternoon on this Adams Fiber timeout, the official timeout sponsor on Central Illinois Sports, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Timeout taken by Brown County on the Adams Fiber timeout. It's a 4th down and 3 yards to go as Coach Little didn't like something he was seeing out there. This is a big play early in this contest. Hornets got the takeaway right at midfield, trying to convert and keep the chains moving here. On this 4th down and 3 from the 43-yard line of Camp Point Central. Little under center. Takes the snap, hands it off on the right-hand side. That's Staten. Staten dives, and he's got the first down. Inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Staten takes it on a 4-yard pickup and a 1st and 10 for Brown County.
That's a big job because if they would not have called the timeout, they were going up the middle. It didn't look like they were going to get it, but on that play on the outside, Staten was able to find that off tackle to the tight end side and was able to lean forward for the 4 yards.
Really nice job sealing the end that time by Little. From the wingback spot, Bo Little, the sophomore. He's lined up on the right side as brother Vince is under center. They'll hand it off to Fullerton on the left side. Not much running room this time. Looks like he'll get to about the 37-yard line. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. Call it 1, in fact, as that ball sits at the 38, Jack. 2nd and 9.
Tell you what, that 4th and 3 was big, Charlie, because if they got held like they did the other time, that'd give the Panthers good field position. I was almost thinking maybe punting the ball into the coffin corner wouldn't have been a bad idea.
Nah, you got the takeaway. You got to go for it there. I like the move. Brown County on a 2nd and 9. Little pitches it outside. Sefton looking for running room behind the big lineman and Levi Brierton clearing some space out there. Gets knocked out of bounds shy of the 35-yard line. Looks to be around the 34. Gain of 4 on the play. They'll keep the clock moving, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
36.
Oh, he was walking on the inside. Caught the 36. Thank you. 3rd down, and again, he must have stepped out of bounds earlier than I thought, Jack.
Well, they didn't say he was out of bounds. They just collapsed the play right there on that.
Oh, I'm just saying. I think you might have been.
Didn't get a good spot, you're saying.
I don't think they caught much of a break here.
Might be a passing down.
3rd down and a solid 6. Little hands it off. No, he's going to run the option on the left-hand side. Turns it upfield. Looks like he's got the yardage needed for the first down, and he does. Vince Little, the senior quarterback, takes it inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 8-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st and 10 for Brown County.
3 first downs for Brown County, 4 for Central. 8-0 Panthers here, but the Brown County Hornets are on the drive after getting the fumble on the 50-yard line.
Really solid read by the senior quarterback here. Had good pitch relation with Bo Little, but kept it himself for the first down yardage. Little will hand it off to Staten. Staten hit in the backfield and driven down. First tackle for a loss of the day was Staten carrying it back to the 31-yard line. Loses 3 yards on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 13.
Bachholt and Zach Weir.
So Weir back out there after getting banged up earlier on the offensive side to the, I don't know anything, obviously, 29-yard line. It's a 2nd down and 12. I'm going to quit guessing on the spot.
Was that Sefton?
That was Staten.
Or Staten, excuse me. How many did he lose?
2. Spot it where you want it. 2 receivers out wide, the left-hand side. A single man to the right as Little is under center. He is going to hand it off. Bo Little stacked up near the line of scrimmage. No gain, no loss. Ran right at Caden Niecamp's side.
Kind of a small guy to be running into the middle of that because Bo Little is not very big.
No gain. Barner on the stop, 3rd and 12.
A lot of people coming into the game now and a lot more receivers, so look for Brown County to open it up and get some wideouts on both sides. This is where Vince Little was able to hit his receivers earlier. They're not wideouts, though.
And the double wing on a 3rd and 12. Put Little in motion. They'll hand it off. Coming back to the right side, Sefton. Sefton nearly broke free there, but is drugged down near the 22-yard line. 7-yard gain on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down and 5.
Brown County can kick the field goal.
Nah.
4th and 5. I know you're not going to at this point, but you could get points on the board here if you wanted to.
Another big-time play right here. 4th down and 5 with 8:05 and counting in the 2nd quarter.
Last time, the quarterback Vince Little was the man that used these legs, just like Niekamp, the quarterback on the other side, used these legs.
Hornets have had the ball the entirety of the 2nd quarter. Back got it with a minute 39 to play in the 1st. Trying to draw them off sides, did not do so. Now the Hornets will call a timeout, their 2nd of the quarter, as Brown County could not get Central to jump off sides on the Adams Fiber timeout. 7:44 to play in the half. Back with you after this.
Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield and Wildcat Car Wash in Barry keep your ride and even your pets looking their best while enjoying the easiest, most rewarding wash experience around, all while supporting your locally owned car washes. With the Touch4 Wash app now available for use at both locations, you can earn points towards free washes, unlock discounts, and pay and start your wash right from your phone. Plus, we've upgraded with our new chemicals to give you the best clean and shine yet. Follow us on Facebook to stay updated on specials and promotions. Wash smarter, shine brighter. Choose Saki Car and Pet Wash in Pittsfield or Wildcat Car Wash in Barry today.
Timeout taken by the Hornets. Adams Fiber, our timeout sponsor. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423. Blazing fast internet won't let you down, no matter what life throws at you, and keeps you rolling through big games like today on Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to Adams Fiber for being our timeout sponsor. Timeout by the Hornets, and it's a 4th down and 5. Will they go to the air here? Keep an eye on guys like Michael Cassian in these situations.
No passes either side so far. Wind is blowing in your face if you're Brown County right now.
Cassian is split out wide to the left-hand side, as is Jack Sefton. Single wing to the right-hand side, and Fullerton in the backfield. Vince Little is under center. The quarterback is back to pass, looking to the right, throwing it downfield. It is caught. Caught in traffic. Bo Little on the catch, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. 19-yard completion from Little to Little, and it's 1st down and goal to go for Brown County.
As I said, he puts it right on the money, and he split the defenders that time. There were 3 guys around him, 2 right on top of little old Bo Little, and he took it and brought it in for the 19 yards and the 1st down.
Big-time play, threaded the needle to the senior QB as it's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Hornets. Trying to get on the board here and maybe tie it up with a 2-pointer. They'll hand it off to Fullerton, left side, big hole, and a touchdown. Touchdown, Brown County. Comes to the 7:07 mark of quarter number 2, and it's an 8-6 contest.
Fullerton carried it in from 3 yards out. He's been tough all day, and he gets his team on the board for the first time today in the second quarter. 7:07 left.
Big time conversion on 4th down, and on 1st and goal, Fullerton takes it in for the Hornets. Now the ever important 2-point try.
Once again, the fumble was the difference maker. Panthers gave up the ball.
Trying to tie it up on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. They'll hand it off to Fullerton again. This time he spins off the tackler, but he spins in for the try. Second effort by Fullerton ties the game up at 8 points apiece. We're back to where we started and knotted up 8-8 as Brown County gets on the board on the 3-yard touchdown run by senior fullback Trey Fullerton, and with 7:07 to play in the half, it's Brown County 8, Camp Point Central 8.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, we thought this one might look like a prize fight, and right now the punches are being traded back and forth pretty evenly. 8-8 our score on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, as Fullerton able to take it in from 3 yards out after a 4th down and 5 conversion, set the Hornets up in 1st and goal from the 3.
If I'm the Panthers, I want to be very careful about this kickoff because you never know. This young man looks like he can kick it out of the end zone. He's going to have the wind in his face this time. Might they try to get the ball?
Sanchez is about 9 yards deep on his walk-off here. Ready to put his boot into this one. Kind of a pooch kick over the front line, and it's going to be taken, and diving on it here for the Panthers is Jackson Bueller. Bueller will take it down at the 31-yard line, and that's where Central will start this drive. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes, 6 seconds to play in the second period. The Pike County Express, your local family-owned newspaper, they've been serving Pike County and the surrounding area since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
7:06 left in the half. Knotted up at 8. We got a dandy going on.
1st and 10. And if you're Brown County and could get a quick 3 and out here, really a lot of momentum headed your way. Also to get the ball to start the second half. So a lot of time left in this half, though, as Niekamp is under center. Puts a man in motion, hands it off to the motion man in Rigg. Rigg looking for a corner. Holding is going to be called here as a penalty flag flies. And this one's going to be coming back.
Rigg also got grabbed on the helmet that time, but the hold will be against Central.
Really nice job by Bo Little that time to fight off the blocker and make that play get strung out. He got held, and where are they going to mark it from? Is it going to be the line of scrimmage?
Holding offense.
It looks like it will be, so this will be a 1st down and 20.
Very important for Brown County now to make the plays.
That puts the ball back to the 21-yard line. 1st down and 20 yards to go with 7:01 to play in the half. So the Panthers have been the ones who've made the mistakes so far. That holding penalty, the fumble. Very uncharacteristic for Brad Dixon's squad.
You bet. Brown County might have something to do with that.
Niekamp under center. He is going to keep it himself along the left-hand side. He's got nowhere to go. Gets taken down. Spun backwards that time. Fullerton in on the hit. Loses back to the 21, so no gain, no loss on the play. And it's 2nd down and 20.
Yeah, he just looked like he lost his footing coming around that side, but a lot of that was the penetration of the right side of the defensive line for Brown County, and Central had no place to go. And right now, Brown County's got that momentum they had in that Athens game.
Watch Fullerton from the linebacker spot on the right side. Fights off a block, fights off another, and then goes right after that tackle. This is the reason this young man has 125 plus tackles on the season. 2nd down and 20. Now the Panthers put Eichen out to the left-hand side along with Bachhold and Rigg. Niekamp will get it out to Rigg in space. Now he was trying to double pass. He is clobbered. Incomplete. Took a big shot. Incomplete pass. Was looking for Ippenson, who might have been open, but that play, it took too long to develop, and Rigg took a big hit.
Once again, a very high hit on that, but Rigg got it right around the helmet. You've got to be careful in that situation that he's okay.
It's 3rd and forever.
The old Bob Long days, he'd quick kick right now and get himself out of a jam, but I don't think you see that in this day and age. 0-0, Greenfield, Northwestern, and Calhoun with 5:40 left first quarter.
That was Eli Staten on that hit, Jack, and he came in with a head of steam.
Yeah.
3rd down and 20. See if the Panthers just want to keep it on the ground here and set up the punt. Back to pass is Niekamp. Throwing down the middle of the field. Dangerous pass, but it's caught. It is caught, and it's a 1st down. A big play by Camp Point Central. They find Rigg open down the field to the 42-yard line. A gain on the play of 37 yards and a 1st and 10 to the Brown County 42.
Nice job by Cale Niekamp. Had to kind of hold on to it, but Rigg kept his eye on it. He was the only guy back there that time with a lot of Brown County Hornets.
3rd and 20 are tough plays to convert on, Jack, no matter what level of football you're at. But Camp Point Central with a big play right over the outstretched arms of the defensive back and Jack Sefton that time.
Greenfield, 77-yard pass, 5:12 left first quarter. They lead Calhoun 6-0.
1st and 10 here from the Brown County 42-yard line for the Panthers. They put Weir in motion. They hand it off to Niekamp along the left-hand side. He'll take it inside the 40 to the 39, and I thought Weir actually had forward motion there, Jack. Could have been a penalty, not called. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. He was coming along the line as they put him in motion, but I thought he got a forward start there, possibly.
Yeah, instead of going straight down the line, he went in on that guard center hole as a blocker.
2nd and 7. Still 5 minutes to play in the half. What a fun game. Niekamp under center. Hands it off to Caden Niekamp. Big hole, left side. Keeps both arms around it. Takes it inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Pick up on the play. 5 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
36 yards on 8 carries for Caden Niekamp. Cale Niekamp, 67 yards on 2 carries, 71 of them for a touchdown and a -4. We haven't seen Rigg with the touch on the offense yet.
3rd down and 2. Well, he did touch it. He got clobbered. Here's a bad handoff. It's another fumble, and who's got it? It's a dog pile. Brown County thinks they have it.
Looks like Brown County got it to me.
And they do. This time on the exchange between the quarterback and the running back, a fumble, and Brown County with their 2nd takeaway. And the punches keep on trading back and forth in this prize fight.
What has Brown County seen that they're using to be able to knock that ball away?
They didn't knock it away this time. This is a bad exchange, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. This is just Cale and Caden Niekamp didn't get a clean handoff this time.
Now the Panthers with their backs against the wall, even though they're in Brown County territory, because Brown County wants to answer and see if they can get a lead here. They will get the second half kickoff also.
Big time takeaway for the Hornets. 4:22 to play in the half. Would they go to the air on 1st down here? Little is under center. Puts a man in motion. Will hand it off, coming back to the near side. Sefton breaks a tackle. He's going to go at the 50, 40. Riggs trying to chase him down. He will at the 20-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle, but a big-time play by Jack Sefton. 46 yards on the run to the Camp Point Central 19-yard line.
6th first down of the ball game. Sefton looked like he was gone. Rigg caught him, but that's what he did last week against Athens, and that was that double counter play, and he came off the right tackle that time from the left side and got a big opening, and that means somebody pulled at a guard and blew somebody open.
Well, he actually got hit there, as you see on the replay in the backfield, and ran through it as they were low around the ankles, high step through it, and went for the big run. Hornets are having the momentum their way right now. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll hand the ball off to Fullerton. Puts his head down. Keeps the legs churning. He'll get to the 15-yard line. 4-yard pickup by the fullback to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
29 yards and 10 carries for Trey Fullerton. but his defense has been the part that's really stood up, along with Staten and Sefton on the legs. No turnovers by Brown County, 2 on Camp Point Central. You're the Panthers here. You're looking to take the ball away if you've got the opportunity, but you've got to keep them out of the end zone. You've got 3:10 left and a lot of work to do.
This is not a situation this Camp Point Central team is used to being in.
Not at all.
You're seeing Brown County as the aggressor right now. They'll give it off to Fullerton, right-hand side. Keeps the legs moving as he got tripped up after a short gain. Looks like he's down around the 12-yard line. Give him a 3-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go.
Big downs here in 3rd and 4th down. Fullerton showed that he can get 3 yards about any time he wants it, Charlie.
Biggest difference so far in this game was 2 fumbles. Both teams have executed when they need to in big situations, but the 2 giveaways by Camp Point Central have loomed large. 3rd down, 3 yards to go from the 12-yard line. Vince Little puts a man in motion, hands it off to Fullerton, but ain't broke, don't fix it. He'll take it out of the 5, and it's 1st and goal.
7th first down of the ball game, 7 yards on the run, 39 on the day.
1st down and goal to go, and we have a whistle and we have a timeout as Camp Point Central wants to take their first timeout of the afternoon. On the Adams Fiber timeout, 2:14 to play in the half. Brown County knocking on the door, trying to take their first lead. Back with you after this.
At Eagle Valley Bank, we have many products and services to meet your needs. However, we don't have so many choices that you feel overwhelmed. We can customize your banking needs and develop a financial strategy that best fits your life. We offer 5 convenient full-service locations in Bluffs, Griggsville, Meredosia, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield, and you can also bank online at eaglevalley.bank. Eagle Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Timeout taken by the Panthers, their first of the day on the Adams Fiber timeout. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need game day or every day. It's Adams Fiber, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team.
1st and goal, Hornets from the 6-yard line.
As we told you, the last time the Panthers lost here was to Brown County, but it was a long time ago.
Right now, Brown County with a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. I'd consider a heavy dose of Trey Fullerton here. As the Hornets fans try to make a little noise, they'll hand the ball off along the left-hand side. That's to Fullerton. He will be to around the 4, just a yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd down and goal. And we get a whistle, and we have an official's timeout. What do we have here?
I don't know, but Brad Dixon's talking to the line judge big time on that play.
I don't know.
Panthers, 2nd timeout of the half.
I don't know what he's upset about, but Camp Point Central called the timeout. Their 2nd of the half gives us an opportunity on the Adams Fiber timeout to remind you about our friends at McCartney Storage. Michael McCartney has a great place for you this winter to store your boats, RVs, extra vehicles, and more with affordable monthly rates. There's no reason to look anywhere else. You'll find McCartney Storage on the north edge of Pittsfield. Call Michael 217-248-0011.
I don't know what was going on upstairs, but this old press box leaned about 3 foot to the right.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a pocket of bad air on our airplane there, Charlie.
I was a little worried, I'm not going to lie. 2nd and goal. Ball is at the 4-yard line here for Brown County. They got the takeaway at the 4:22 mark. They're knocking on the door here at the 4-yard line. Brad Dixon trying to conserve some clock here, I would say, in the off chance that Brown County wouldn't score. They'd have a long way to go, but if they do score, a chance maybe to try to get a score of their own before halftime. 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Little under center. Barks out the cadence, hands it off. No, option left side. He'll keep it himself. He's in for the score. Vince Little, second time we've seen that play, and it's worked well both times for the Hornets, and this time it's for a lead, 14-8, Brown County. 4-yard touchdown run by Vince Little.
Nice run that time. They got the ball, when they started this time?
4:22 at their own 34.
They're at the 34, so they go 66 yards in about 3 minutes.
High-quality drive for the Hornets as they take the lead for the first time this afternoon. Looking for the extra point attempt here. And again, we remind you that they get the ball to start the second half. So a lot of momentum on the Hornets side. Same play. Little goes in, untouched. Untouched as they run the exact same play they ran for the touchdown. Results in the two-point conversion, but a penalty on the play, Jack. So take those 2 points off the board.
Don't count them just yet. A flag on the field.
Holding the call against Brown County.
We're scratching things off for just a minute. It won't be a 4-yard run by Little if they get it this time, will it?
It would be harder at this point.
Might they have their kicker come in and kick this one?
Doesn't appear so.
There's movement. Here he comes.
No, that's Mike Cassing coming in.
Never mind.
And Jack Sefton. Welcome to the contest. Jack Sefton, the big play on this drive.
Cassing's a guy that can get up in the air and throw that high pass and get over everybody. Just a sophomore.
All right, 2-point try here. Little back to pass, looking left, looking to the end zone. Wide open, Jack Sefton. And the 2-point try is good. Brown County, 16. Camp Point Central 8 on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Hornets get their second takeaway and their second touchdown and lead Camp Point Central with less than 2 minutes to play in the half.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are and where you want to go and designs a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today at SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. Northwestern Mutual is the marketing name for Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company and its subsidiaries in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
1 minute, 56 seconds to play in the half. Brown County with the 16-8 lead. Took the ball away at the 34-yard line with 4:22 to play in the half. Drove it down the field, scored at the 156 mark on the 4-yard quarterback run by Vince Little, who's done some really good things today for Brown County.
Really good. Vince Little is the guy that I told you I just was so impressed with him.
Great poise, great decision-making so far by the senior.
Coach's son makes a big difference. His cousin was a good one at Quincy.
Yeah, he did all right, I guess. Here's an onside kick attempt, and it's going to be a scramble for it, and who's got it? It's still loose, and Brown County's got the football. Brown County's got the football. Kicked over the front line. Still waiting for an official signal from the referee as they're battling it out now. Brown County's sideline going wild over there, saying they have it.
Central was
and they say Camp Point Central gets the ball.
Central was very lazy going after that onside kick, were they not?
Well, I just think they were surprised. The second line was farther back, as we'll see it again here in the Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay. Really nice onside little pop-up by Sanchez here. Just kicked it over the front line, and some indecision with the front line if they're going to go back and get it. Just kicked it where they weren't. Brown County sure thought they had it, but at the end of the day, the officials say it's Central ball at the 38-yard line.
Okay, 38.
I think the nose is right on the 38. One timeout for Camp Point Central, but they've turned it over twice today. Niekamp is under center. Takes a snap, back to pass, looking to his left, looking for Eichen, and it's underthrown. That'll stop the clock and bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Not on the same page on that one as they normally are. Rigg came around the outside, thought maybe he was going to get the ball on a little flare pass, but they try Eichen. And now the sophomore in Niekamp really needs to get his poise like Vince Little's had it on the other side.
Say hello to our friends at the Riverbank Bar and Grill, located on the banks of the Illinois River, sometimes in it, but not for a while. The Riverbank, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and fun with friends. They're open tonight until midnight, tomorrow 11 to 8 at the Riverbank in Florence, Illinois.
Still got no official runs for Curtis Rigg on the day.
Here's a run by Rigg. Gets to the 40-yard line check. Not much there, a gain of 2. And it's a third down, and a little surprised Brown County didn't burn that last time out right there.
Yeah, me too.
But they would, I guess, on 4th. That makes sense.
Trey Fullerton grabbed him around the shoulders and just threw him to the ground. Trey Fullerton's come to play today, folks.
He's playing like a man possessed, Jack. He is flying around this field. I mean, flying.
When you got your last chance, you want to make it all you can.
Niekamp under center. He is going to keep it himself. Staten stayed home and gets the stop. Now the Hornets will burn that timeout as they'll say Niekamp gets it to the 44-yard line. 4-yard pickup on the play. 4th down and 4. Or do they call the timeout?
They did not burn the timeout. And if you're the Panthers here, don't you go for it?
Oh, absolutely not. You cannot give Brown County a short field like this. It's 4th, and it's a solid 4. You are at your own 44-yard line.
He's not in punt formation. Hard count first.
He is not in punt formation. You put a man in motion. Try to draw him off sides. Brown County stays home. Now they look to the sideline here, and Brad Dixon says, timeout. Timeout is called as Central will burn their final timeout of the half, the Adams Fiber timeout. 24.2 seconds to play in the half. As we'll see, I would say the Panthers in punt formation, but if you are Brown County, you have to be aware of the fake punt because in the postseason, Camp Point Central has run some fake punts over the last couple of years that have been game changers.
Brown County's players on the field really trying to pump up their fans here as they lead 16-8. They will get the second half kickoff when we start the second half of play. But there's 24.2 very important seconds to play in this first half. Panthers 4th and 4 on their own 44. The 4s are definitely wild right there.
When you play a team for the second time in a season and you're the team that won 27-6, you don't make a ton of adjustments because what you did the first time worked, right? And if you're the team that lost 27-6, you're making adjustments to try to change the game. The 2 turnovers have been huge for Camp Point Central, of course. But Brown County, the biggest difference in this game so far for them, Jack, between this and the first game is they have not been penalized. They have been very clean.
Dylan Mound out wide to the left covering the punt. The punter is the quarterback in Cale Niekamp.
Brown County sends no one back to receive the punt here.
Need a good hike.
They are aware that this could be a fake. It is not, though. It's an spiral
that's the best one I've ever seen him kick.
Headed to the sideline and will roll inside the 7 to the 6-yard line. So down to the 6-yard line, a well-placed punt that time by Cale Niekamp with 15.3 seconds to play in the half. I would expect a kneel for Brown County and a touchdown lead for the Hornets going into the halftime break.
What a punt by Niekamp that time, but Brown County can just hold the ball right here and have it to start the second half. You don't want to make any mistakes right now.
No, I think this is a kneel down. Wouldn't want to do anything other than that. Camp Point Central can't stop the clock in any way, shape, or form. So.
Well, in 6 seconds or 15 seconds, I've seen people kneel twice, spike the ball once, and run the ball. And on 5th down, they made a field goal. So who knows?
Stranger things. Here's an E, and we head to halftime. The Little Jess Motors halftime show as the Brown County Hornets lead the Camp Point Central Panthers 16-8. Halftime stats and more your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential. and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
1 in 8.
1 in 8.
1 in 8. 1 in 8.
I am 1 in 8.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Our specialists in Quincy and Hannibal are here so you receive exceptional care, close to home. From industry-leading early detection technology to clinical research and oncology care, we're here to stop cancer from getting in the way. Blessing Health, with you every step of the way.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Brown County 16, Camp Point Central 8. Here at the break in this Class 1A second round action, and Jack has a look at your halftime stats.
It was 8-0 after one quarter here at halftime. 16-8 Brown County. It was 8-0 Panthers after one quarter. Second quarter belonged to the Hornets. Scoring like this at the 9:32 mark of the first quarter, Cale Niekamp took it around the right side, went 71 yards for the touchdown at the 9:32 mark. Caden Niekamp with the point after on a 3-yard run. It was 8-0 Panthers on 4 plays, 228 on the clock, and 80 yards they went on that. Then after a fumble, a 3-yard run by Trey Fullerton at the 7:07 mark gave Brown County the chance to get within 2. He ran it in to tie it up from 3 yards out, 8-8. Brown County and Camp Point Central. Then another fumble. Brown County takes it down 66 yards, 1:56 left in the second quarter. Vince Little, the quarterback, 4-yard run. Then Little threw a pass to little brother Bo for 14 yards after the 10-yard holding penalty. The point after was good by that Little to Little on that, and it was 16-0 Brown County. That's where we're at halftime. Total yards in the first half, Central with 165, Brown County with 151. Central's rushed the ball 16 times for 127 yards, 1 of 3 passing, 38 yards, 2 fumbles in the ball game and a punt. Brown County's not punted the ball at all. They have run the ball 25 times for 118 yards, 2 for 2 passing, 33 yards. Led in rushing in the first half, Trey Fullerton, 13 carries, 40 yards, 11 for Vince Little, the quarterback, on 3 carries. Bo Little twice carried the ball for 4 yards, 55 yards for Jack Sefton on 3 carries, one of those 46 yards, and 8 yards on 4 carries by Eli Staten. Passing in the game, 2 for 2 is Vince Little, a 19 and a 14-yarder. The 14-yarder to Jack Sefton, the 19-yarder to Bo Little, and that was the extra point that they got in on that situation. Panthers, 36 yards for Caden Niekamp on 8 carries, 71 yards for Cale Niekamp on 3 carries, 1 carry for Curtis Rigg for 2 yards, 13 yards on 3 carries for Zach Ware. Luke Ippenson carried the ball 1 time for 5 yards. 1 for 3 is Cale Niekamp for 38 total yards. That went to Curtis Rigg for that 38 yards, and it's 16-8. Brown County with the lead here at halftime on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more after these.
Well, no matter what you're looking to buy this fall, we can help you save, including on flannel. We got Thread Grit men's and women's plaid for under $30, or we got $15 off Thread Grit jeans. Or take $8 off our wide selection of Wideology big bags of dog food. And it's getting cold out. No matter what size of heater you need, well, we got it, including this one that's under $35. See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Are you as excited as we are that football season is back? Then you need to make Jersey's your one-stop destination for mouth-watering burgers, ice-cold beer, and all your local sporting events. So gather your crew and speed over to one of Jersey's 2 locations, 109 East Jefferson and Camp Point, or 115 East Main Street, Mount Sterling. Jersey's Bar and Grill, your hometown sports bar.
We love beer!
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Bostard Farm Equipment is Western Illinois' resource for equipment, service, and parts. Check out our large selection of used equipment online or stop by our dealership in Camp Point, Illinois on Route 24, just east of Quincy.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon guys. To get it right the first time, Braden, Doug, Corby, and the Damon Plumbing crew can take care of you. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A 16-8 lead for Brown County on top of Camp Point Central here at the break. And also tell you that Calhoun and Greenfield Northwestern in a good contest at Calhoun today, 7-6. Warriors have the lead at half. These are the only 2 games with scores so far in Class 1A, as everything else with a 2 o'clock or later start. On the 2A side, Toledo, Cumberland, Arthur, Lovington, Atwood, Hammond, tied up at 14 points apiece. In the 3A side of things, Williamsville on top of Petersburg Port at 31-6 with 2:41 to play in the first half of that contest. Not a big surprise as Williamsville rolled over Porta in their regular season matchup as well. Geneseo leads Macomb with, looks like getting ready to start the second quarter. 14-0 Geneseo on top in that contest. That one being played in Macomb today as the Bombers and the Leafs go head-to-head. 5A games all start a little bit later. Let's see if we can catch any more scores for you just quickly here. Glenbard North 7, Moline nothing at half. Of course, that Geneseo Macomb scores, we told you 14-0. They're saying that's a halftime score, Geneseo on top in that contest. Here's a 16-8 lead for the Brown County Hornets. They trailed 8-0 early in this one, but the Hornets have dominated since that point, and they have the touchdown lead with the 2 points. At halftime, Hornets will also receive the second half kick. The rain has started to pick up a bit here at halftime, much like we predicted around 2 o'clock, and that could play some havoc here in the second half as well. We'll step aside on the Little Jess Motors halftime show as we get set for second half action on Central Illinois Sports.
Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spiritware for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories, we've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back to the Little Jess Motors halftime show as the two teams make their way back to the field to get ready for second half action. 16-8 the lead for Brown County here, and really after Camp Point Central took that 8-0 lead, Jack, it has been all Hornets. They have a couple of takeaways, a couple of really good drives to get the touchdowns after, and honestly, to start this second half, if you're Brown County, you could get a score on the board here. Man, you could really be in the driver's seat in this one.
You know, with the Panthers, they took that lead on Greenfield Northwestern, and then after that first quarter, it was a stalemate after that. Brown County gave up that 13 points in the first half, the second one right before the half, and the Panthers were able to kind of cruise in that. Well, the Panthers need to have that response to getting hit in the mouth this time because they haven't had that happen before. Brown County maybe had a little harder schedule than Camp Point Central, and that may be what's prepared them for this. Now, how will Brad Dixon's Panthers respond after a little halftime motivation by their coaching staff?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that the crossover schedule was a much harder for Brown County. Had to play Calhoun, had to play Carrollton, both teams who are still playing today, where Camp Point Central's, last 3 weeks of the regular season honestly did them no favors, and then they had the big blowout win last week. So this is the first time they've gone into a halftime locker room, Jack, though, trailing at half.
Might I say it's not over yet, though?
No, a lot of game left and two very good programs. But, like we thought, it'd be a good game, and it has been a good game. Brown County has the lead right now, looking to get a good start to the second half. And honestly, you can talk about a lot of different guys on both sides for these squads, but so far Vince Little has been, I think, the star in this one for Brown County. Has made all of the right reads, has made the right throws when he needed to, and has used his legs a couple times.
And let's not forget Trey Fullerton, who has been an absolute ton in the first half. But Brown County's had more names pop up. We have not said Wiskirken's name on a tackle today. We haven't really even said Caden Niecamp's name on a tackle, and there have been, no quarterback drops because there's only really been a couple of passes by Brown County, and that's a difference maker.
Well, and that means the guys who you never say their names except for in the starting lineup are doing their job up front.
Yeah, linemen right now, you got to give Brown County a big edge. Those big linemen are doing the job. Central might be quicker, but the Bulldogs of the Hornets right now are controlling that line of scrimmage.
Final break of the Little Chess Motors halftime show. We have second half kickoff for you next from Camp Point Central.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Windows and entryways are one of the most accessible ways to enhance the security and visual appeal of your home or business. Pike County Glass takes immense pride in our role of making our community a beautiful place to live. We make sure to design and install with your needs at the forefront of our mind. After all, no great service is worth doing if your customers aren't satisfied. Pike County Glass promises to create the products that you've always wanted to have for your property. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4275, or visit PikeCountyGlass.com.
All right, we're ready for second half action. Today's contest is brought to you in part by Damon Emmerich and Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, or commercial loan. Give Damon Emmerich a call, 217-285-4404.
Well, Vince Little, the quarterback for Brown County, has been down inside the 10-yard line doing some warm-ups of his own long after the team went to the sidelines. He's keeping himself warm and ready to play, and he's been good. They're going to get a chance to get the ball to start the second half.
Well, that means Marco Rodriguez is kicking off for Camp Point Central, and as you've seen over the years with Marco Rodriguez kicking off, some things happen. He does a lot of different types of kicks, and with the rain falling like it is now, Jack, a wet ball, possessing the ball with both hands on it when you're running it is going to be key to this second half.
Yeah, you're going to have to take care of the ball, and turnovers are still going to play a big part of this second half. Marco also, if he's going to do anything fancy, he's got to make sure he doesn't miss-kick the ball and give Brown County great field position without getting it 10 yards down the field, too. He just dropped it, in fact.
Oh, the old drop kick, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Sefton's back deep.
The officials are huddling at the 50-yard line. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Along with, that sure does look to be the 11 of Brody Phelps, does it not?
Is Phelps back there? I think he is. Got that ankle kind of wrapped up. He had a partial crack in that ankle when he was here the last time. Hadn't played since.
He's a gamer. He's a junior.
Yeah, he's a tough one.
They're getting the ball dried off a little bit, as much as they can with the rain falling.
Brown County's also run quite a few kickoffs back this year, so be careful about that.
All right. Rodriguez has the ball dried off. He's got it sitting straight up and down, so you could see a possibility of a short kick here. Waits for the whistle from the official. Has it, and the second half action is underway. Little pop-up kick headed toward the sideline. Man calls for a fair catch and does secure it in Mike Cassie. And around the 32-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start first and 10 at their own 32 to start this third period. ball control offense for Brown County on full display in the first half, especially that second quarter, where they dominated the time of possession.
Caden Niekamp was the first guy out there on the defense there. You can tell he is ready to go here, but so are the Hornets. And the likes of Adcock and Briarton have been tough for this squad.
Well, don't forget, Bodie Seitz, the junior center.
Yep, very athletic kid.
He's getting to that second level, Jack, and that's why you haven't heard much about Wiskirchen. They're getting out to those second-level linebackers. This will start the second half with the carry on the right-hand side. That's to Fullerton. Fullerton upended at the 34-yard line, picks up a couple of yards on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
14 carries already for Fullerton on the day. He's carried more than the rest of the guys combined. But a big run by Sefton. Don't forget about that counter play where he came from left to right.
No Flessner to start the second half of play. As he's on the sideline, it's Jasper Flessner, usual linebacker and starting fullback.
Grant Hamilton out there instead.
Yep, he just made the last tackle, in fact. Here's a handoff along the right-hand side. That's to Staten. He's going to be tripped up, taken down near the line of scrimmage. Give him a gain, it looks like, to the 36-yard line. A yard gain of the play, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 7.
The ball sitting right on the 35 with the nose heading towards the 36.
3rd and short 7. Long 6. Either way you want to look at it. A big play to start the second half. Brown County trying to move the chains. Central trying to get off the field on the defensive side. Fans have the noisemakers rolling here. Little under center. Takes the snap. Hands it along the left-hand side. Fullerton, short gain. Looked like the ball came out right at the end, too. It's a scramble for it. And are they going to call the man down? They are. Down.
Who?
By contact, says the white hat. And this will bring up a 4th down. Ball is at the 37-yard line, so give them a gain on the play of 2 yards, but a punting situation now for Brown County on this 4th and 5.
That was close.
Ball got punched out. Just the referee said he was already down, was Fullerton, and a quick 3 and out here for Brown County to start the second half.
Marco Rodriguez going back, and, with a wet ball, you got to be careful and make sure you field it, too. Fullerton, the punter.
Yep, he stands at about his own 26-yard line. As we cross the 10-minute mark here, a lot of pressure on Fullerton. He gets it away, another good kick. Panthers will let it roll, as will Brown County, and this one will die right at the 29-yard line. And that's where Camp Point Central will have it 1st and 10 from their own 29 with 9:49 to play in this third quarter.
Well, the Panthers got accomplished what they had to on the first series, and that is stop Brown County. Now they need to take care of the football and move it down the field.
Brown County trying to keep that defensive prowess that they've shown in the first half on full display here to start the second half as well. Momentum is a funny thing. If you have it, you love it. If you don't, you want it back. But it's also going to be a little fickle in that halftime break, man. There could be some big adjustments made that change the second half. Niekamp under center. Went to hand it off. Nobody was home. Now the back comes through. That's Rigg. Short gain on the play to the 31-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Curtis Rigg, 2 carries on the day, 4 total yards. He averages, about 14, 15 yards a carry?
Yep. Brown County's done a good job of containing him, and you have to give a lot of that credit to the likes of Bo Little and Wyatt Cassian on the outside of this defense.
But he hadn't had the ball. That's a lot of it. The fullbacks pretty much contain the running game, and Niekamp back there right now.
Ikens puts out wide to the right-hand side. Now the move Bachhold to the left side of the formation. Put a man in motion. Niekamp takes the snap, hands it off to Caden Niekamp. Runs over a man. Now the ball's loose again. It's a dive for it, and Brown County's got it again. The 3rd takeaway on the defensive side as the man put the helmet right into the football, and a turnover as Sefton recovers it at the 41-yard line of Camp Point Central for Brown County. That comes to the 9:43 mark of this third period, and another big defensive play for this Hornet squad.
Guy that has not run the ball much this season because of injuries, and he's had trouble with that one this time. The other was an exchange.
We'll see it on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Sefton was the man who knocked it away. Put the helmet right on the ball.
That's good scouting by the coaching staff, too, knowing to put the helmet on the ball.
Brown County with it from the Camp Point Central 41-yard line. Third takeaway of the day. Put a man in motion. Hands it off to Fullerton. Right up the gut. Looking for running room. Trying to keep the legs moving. Carries the pile down to the 38-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Barner in on the stop along with a host of other tacklers for Camp Point Central.
Very conservative calls right now. 39-yard lines where the ball's setting. So they really only gave him a couple yards on the play after the spot.
2nd down from the 30. Yep, you're at 39. Out of that pile. Little wipes the hands dry, takes the snap, hands it off to the second back. That's Staten, stacked up, nowhere to go. Driven backwards now, trying to strip the ball. Staten will fall forward, get about a yard gain on the play. That's to the 38-yard line, and now it'll be a 3rd down and 7 yards to go for the Hornets.
I don't know where that yard came from because the whole line of scrimmage was just stopped there, but he must have snuck through a little opening.
Staten was pretty straight up and down that time, too. He's going to want to make sure he really covers that football. You don't want to give it right back to Camp Point Central here after the takeaway just moments ago.
Got to watch out for that counter play with Sefton.
3rd down and 7 and what should be 4-down territory for Brown County. They'll hand it off along the left-hand side. Bo Little swung backwards. Ball comes loose. It's a scramble for it. And the referee is going to say the man was already down.
Ooh.
They're going to say forward progress had been stopped. And so this will be a loss by Bo Little back to the original line of scrimmage, Jack, to the 41-yard line. So this will bring up a 4th down and 10 as Caden Niekamp wreaking havoc there.
Whoa.
Blew the play dead, which is why the fumble didn't happen. Or wasn't official. It did happen. It just wasn't official.
So what did he lose in the play?
Lost 3.
Okay.
As you see Niekamp come in and sling him backwards. Looked like a shin might have been down there. As the Hornets come out in punt formation. To just get it away. It'll take a bounce and a really nicely placed ball here by Trey Fullerton. Going to die around the 12-yard line. And that's where Camp Point Central will have it 1st and 10 from their own 12 with 7:37 to play in the 3rd. So Camp Point Central gave it away, but the defense able to hold Brown County. And a good punt by Fullerton pins Camp Point Central deep in their own territory. End of the 1st quarter, Hayworth 3, Stockton nothing. Thank you.
Hayworth 3, Stockton nothing?
Yes.
That was that running clock at halftime, somebody told me up north.
It still could be.
Could be.
It really could be.
Central's got to take care of the ball, but get the offense moving. Might need to open it up a little bit.
It's been a struggle. Under center is Cale Niekamp from his own 12. Puts a man in motion. Hands it off to the fullback. Is that Niekamp or Weir? Let's see who comes off the pile. That is Jasper Flessner. Welcome to the show, young man. To the 14-yard line. 2-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down and 8. His first carry of the afternoon.
Brown County's made sure no long runs, and even when Caden Niekamp had a long run, they punched the ball out.
7-11 and counting in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 8 yards to go from their own 14-yard line for the Panthers. Could you see them go to the air here as the rain continues to fall? Niekamp hands it off on the left-hand side. That's to Flessner. No, this is to Weir, it looks like. Nope, it's Flessner. It's Flessner. He's got the 1st down. We're out front blocking that time on a quality play to the 23-yard line, a gain of 9 and a 1st down.
7th 1st down of the ball game, first to the second half, and Jasper Flessner looks a little pumped out there, Charlie.
He's just, you can tell, has been the guy there. Not that Caden Niekamp's a fast kid, right? Especially for a kid his size. But you can just tell the timing is just a little more refined with Flessner, who's taken those handoffs all season. Now
Jasper
Weir lines
came
up.
out. Yep,
Weir lines up in the backfield as the fullback on a 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Niekamp takes the snap, hands it to Weir on the left-hand side, breaks a tackle, runs over another man, carrying the pile with him up near the sticks. Looks like he's out to the 33. If that's true, that should be enough for another Camp Point Central 1st down. Wait and see where they place it here. It's really close. 1st down.
1st and 10, Panthers.
9th 1st down of the ball game.
So they'll move the sticks on a nice run by Zach Weir, who had a bulk of the carries last week. As you see him break a tackle of Fullerton, which has not happened much today.
No, but the big thing with the Panthers is they've got to sustain the drive and get points on this series.
6:15 and counting in the 3rd.
Niekamp back there now.
Kale Niekamp, the sophomore under center, hands it off to Caden Niekamp along the right-hand side. Not much. This time Fullerton comes in along with Big Cooper Adcox to stop him right at the 35-yard line. 2-yard gain on the play on a 2nd and 8 now for Camp Point Central.
Fullback, 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 fullback. What usually happens after that? But it hasn't so far today.
Haven't seen much Luke Ippenson on the offensive side.
DuPont leads 7-0
over Carrollton. Winner of this game plays the winner of that game. Man in motion. Niekamp takes the snap, hands it off to Flessner. Flessner up to the 40-yard line. 5-yard gain on the play by Jasper Flessner. Brings up a 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers now, with just over 5:20 to play in the third. Pike County Concrete, if you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548, with locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville to best serve the area.
This is where Brown County's kind of sold out on the blitz a little bit more, Charlie.
3rd down, it's a long 3 from the 40-yard line. Niekamp. Looked like the man might have been offsides, though. Handed off on the left-hand side. Ball carrier is close to the 1st down. That's Jasper Flester. Depends on the spot. Looks like he's got it, and he does. Needed 3, got 3. To the 43 in a 1st and 10 for Camp Point Central once again.
3rd first down of the half, 10th of the ball game. Jasper Flessner's been a little bit of a spark right now, and the Panthers quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Watch this blitz from Brown County in the Northwestern Mutual replay. They were right on top of it. Good job by the Panther offensive lineman to pick it up that time. Now the penalty flag flies.
First 5 yards against Brown County.
As offsides is the call. And that'll move the ball up to around the 48-yard line.
Remember when Brown County used to stand all those guys up and try to get you to jump off an illegal procedure? They used to run that play in the early 2000s all the time.
Ball shy of midfield.
Marco in, Jasper out. That means Weir goes to fullback.
Brown County, just the first penalty of the day. That's been big. 3 takeaways have been bigger. Kale Niekamp takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback Weir. Weir with some running room, has the 1st down. 1 tackle away from a touchdown possibly there, but as it is to the Brown County 46-yard line, picks up a 6-yard gain in a 1st and 10.
1 tackle away from what looked to be 6 points, though.
1st down. 10 yards to go into Hornet territory now. Central started at their own 12-yard line with 7:37 to play in the 3rd.
Wanted a dry ball, so they stopped the clock. Now they'll start it again. Niekamp back in at fullback. Ippenson out right now along with Marco Rodriguez.
Panthers trying to potentially tie this game up. Still a long 46 yards to go, though. And a 2-point conversion. Brown County showing the blitz for the linebackers. It's picked up. Carrier to the left-hand side is Rigg. Rigg stood up now and driven backwards on a nice one-on-one tackle downfield here by Bradley Markert on the stop. 41-yard line. Looks like a 5-yard gain on the play. Cassian also in there for the Hornets, and it's 2nd and 5.
Was that Weir?
That it was. Rigg.
Or my mistake.
Yeah.
9 yards for him now.
Has been held well below his average, you say.
Full house backfield.
Handoff is to Niekamp. Short gain to about the 38-yard line. 3-yard pickup. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
10 carries, 41 yards. Biggest one is 8 yards on the day.
Now we see a young Hornet with a cramp. He'll stop playing. He'll have to come out of the game. That looks to be Staten. It looks like is down, just cramping up in that right leg. He says, help me up, I'll get off the field here. He's okay, just that right leg cramp. I say it's just a cramp. I mean, if you've ever been woken up in the middle of the night.
I was going to say, that's just a cramp?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
That's like, I'm going to die with this cramp, I believe.
You might be a little dramatic, but we've heard that about you before. 3rd down and 2.
I get them in the sides of my ankles, so that's even worse than the hamstring. I think I lost my hamstrings a long time ago.
3rd down, 2 yards to go for Camp Point Central from the Brown County 38-yard line.
Take care of the ball.
Hornets looking for another takeaway. Central goes under center, now pulls Niekamp back out as there's still 20 seconds on the play clock. Wanted to see what Brown County was coming with here. They're coming off the edge, and they'll hand it right up the middle. Caden Niekamp with a first down run as he takes it down near the 27-yard line. 11-yard pickup on the play and a first and 10.
12th first down of the ball game, and that is the 5th of the second half.
Panthers on the move here. Best drive they've had since their first drive of the game.
Niekamp out, Jasper Flessner in. Two seniors that are wanting to save the season for their team.
And what a battle this has been so far today.
Great one.
2
Slobber
minutes,
knocker.
2 minutes to play in the third. Casey Ray shouts some instructions from the sideline now for Camp Point Central. They'll put a man in motion, take the snap. Hand it off to the second back. That's Rigg. He's stopped in his tracks this time by Bo Little on the big hit. Loss of about a yard on the play, it looks like. Back to the 29-yard line, it looks like. Second down and 11 yards to go.
It is 4-down territory, but, man, they've gotten penetration from the cornerbacks because they're sending them. I mean, Brown County's selling out on the defensive side, Charlie. You keep thinking there'll be a long break by them doing that, but they've made the hits.
Man, Bo Little's played really well today, too. He's done a good job of staying home, strung out some plays on the outside, and has made some really solid tackles. Here's Jasper Flessner right up the left side as a man dives in on top of him late, down to the 24-yard line, a 5-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 3rd down and 6, as you said, 4-down territory.
Flessner, 5 carries, 24 yards, all in this half.
As we see Luke Ippenson check into the game as Flessner goes out. We're under a minute to play in the third. To the 24-yard line here on a 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Ippenson, the wing back on the left, Rigg on the right. They'll hand it off to Weir, running on the left, taken down, big-time tackle this time, Micah Henry on the stop. Henry takes him down right at the line of scrimmage at the 24-yard line, and it's now 4th and 6. So a very promising drive for Camp Point Central, in jeopardy of stalling out around the 28-yard line as they gave him a 1-yard gain, or 23-yard line. And I don't think we'll see another play until the quarter reads 4. Into the third. Same score as we had at halftime. It's Brown County, 16. Camp Point Central, 8. Central with a big 4th and 5 to start the final period. When we come back.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
Final quarter of play in this Class 1A second round playoff action. And a big play that it is to start this 4th quarter. 4th and 5 from the Brown County 23-yard line for Camp Point Central, who trails by 8. Both teams head to the field. I mean, a type of play right here, Jack, that could decide the game. And you say, there's still a lot of time left. That's true.
Yeah, but when you run the ball, you can eat the clock a lot. 11 on 11 right here.
Started with the ball at the 12-yard line with 7:37 to play in the third. First play of the 4th quarter on a 4th and 5 from the Brown County 23-yard line. Niekamp under center, puts a man in motion. Going to keep it himself along the right-hand side. Drug down.
He won't make it.
He is short to the 19-yard line. Needed 5, got 4. Fullerton on the stop for Brown County, and the Hornet defense has held. That'll be a turnover on downs at the 19-yard line as Brown County's defense makes the play when they needed to. Bent, but did not break. And their offense heads onto the field with 11:55 to play, trying to control the clock now.
You know, you have a couple of choices if you're Brown County here. Everybody says, oh, you get real conservative, but their offense hasn't done much in this half. Do you maybe have something up your sleeve that can break this game open right now?
Tell you what, Wyatt Cassing also in on that play, flying around that outside.
They're measuring, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
they'll
this
be
is
short.
well short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short by 2 footballs at least, maybe a yard.
Good to see the chain guys at work, though. They're out there in the elements today.
Well, Chris Smith, you know, our old buddy used to be up in Macomb. It's over in the Bloomington area. Longtime softball official and football official working second-round football. He does a good job with this crew. They're by the book.
Brown County offense, 1st and 10 at the 19.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Brown County Hornets.
13-7 Dupos, middle of the second quarter.
The Brown County wins and Dupo wins.
They go to Dupo.
They go to Dupo. Brown County wins and Carrollton wins. They play at Brown County. Camp Point Central will be on the road either way. Here's a snap. Handoff on the right-hand side is to Fullerton. Takes it out to the 22-yard line on a gain of 3 on first down.
Trey Fullerton carries to the 20.
17 carries, 49 yards.
He's been good for about 3 yards every time, it seems like.
He's been a real valuable part of this ball control offense right now. And then they broke away from it every once in a while. Here comes Big Jag Weiss into the game, and Jansen will come out for a while.
Brown County has not had any trouble hanging on to the ball yet today. Central has turned it over 3 times on the fumbles. Rain continues to fall here, although a little bit lighter than it was at the top of the hour. Little under center with the wishbone behind him in the backfield. He'll hand it off along the right-hand side. Kind of a stretched handoff that time. Fullerton on the run, and the handoff was not very clean. And do we also have a flag, or what's the referee talking about here? They're going to set the ball down, no gain, no loss of the 22-yard line, and bring up a 3rd down and 7 yards to go. So 3rd and 7 for Brown County. Would they want to go to the air here?
Who?
Are you an owl?
No, but if they do, it could be the game either way.
Sefton's the wing back on the left-hand side. He's had a couple of big plays in this one. They put him in motion, but a penalty flag flies, and this is going to be offsides against Camp Point Central.
That's huge.
So that takes it from a 3rd and 7 to a 3rd and 2.
Not sure how many times I've seen that call against them all season, but that's a big one.
Moves the ball to around the 20. Should be around the 27. They'll set it right at the 26.
3:09 left third quarter, 7-6 Calhoun.
Wow. Greenfield doing Greenfield type of things. They're a tough out. 3rd and 2 now, much more manageable for this Brown County outfit. And I would expect a Trey Fullerton handoff, likely to the right.
See how they're letting the clock run down? They are managing the clock very well by bringing the quarterback to the sideline, much like Central's done for many years.
3rd down and 2. Little under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Fullerton, right inside, carries the pile forward. He's got the 1st down as he takes it to the 30-yard line. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for Brown County on a 3-yard run.
Gain, 1st and 10 Hornets.
9th first down of the ball game. They had 8 of those in the first half, so their first down of the second half, and that's a big one.
Nose of the ball resting right at the 30-yard line, keeps the clock rolling as the chains are fresh here. Sefton goes out of the game as Staten checks back in as he got that cramp worked out from earlier.
14-6 Calhoun now with 1:37 left in the quarter.
Hornets will break the huddle with just 8 seconds on the play clock. Might have to burn a timeout here. Under center, takes the snap with 2, hands it off to Staten along the right-hand side. He is stood up and taken down after about a 2-yard gain, it looks like, to the 32.
10 yards for Staten on the day on 7 carries.
It has been mostly a defensive battle in this one, but the 3 fumbles for Camp Point Central still the big difference maker right now with under 9 to play. On the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, it's Brown County on top by 8 and with the possession. They drive the football off as Little runs the play in from the sideline. Double wing formation. As that big offensive line comes set, takes a snap, hands it off to Sefton. He stood up in the backfield. Hornets trying to get a little tricky there, and they'll lose some yardage as he's tackled back inside the 30 near the 28-yard line. A 4-yard loss on the play, and this will bring up a 3rd down and long.
Marco Rodriguez,
Ippetson Rodriguez in on the stop for Camp Point Central.
3rd down and 8. You can't jump off sides. 8 minutes left, and it's ticking fast, folks.
3rd and 12, in fact.
Okay.
As you see, Sefton just stopped dead in his tracks that time. In the backfield. 3rd and long. Can Brown County convert and keep it moving, or is Central going to get another chance on the offensive side? 7:45 and counting. Little under center. Takes the snap, hands it off on the right-hand side to Fullerton. Fullerton will get up across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Ball carry to the 30-yard line.
Gains 3 on the play and brings up a 4th down and 9, and Brown County will bring the punt team onto the field. So a 4th down and 9 will give the ball back to Camp Point Central. Will they send anybody back to receive? No, they're going to go after this one.
Macomb trails 22-0, 3rd quarter.
Fullerton will punt from around his own 20-yard line. Nobody back to return. Fullerton calls for the snap. It's a good one. Puts his boot into this one. Gets it away. An end-over-end kick. Takes a Brown County bounce and will roll dead right at the 33-yard line. And that's where Camp Point Central will have it 1st and 10 from around their own 33 with 6:56 to play. It's getting late.
And the thing is, Central's not only got to score a touchdown, they've got to make the 2-point conversion.
Just to tie it.
If you told them right now they could get to overtime, they'd probably tell you they'd be thrilled. Brown County's got something to say about that. The battle from 17 miles away is everything we thought it would be.
3-yard line, 6:56 in the contest.
1st and 10 from the 33 for Camp Point Central. 2 receivers wide to the right-hand side. Cale Niekamp under center. Looks like Weir is lined up at the fullback. He'll get the carry on 1st down. Puts his head down, but a short gain on the play as he's shy of the 35 or the 34. Just a gain of a yard on the play. A 2nd down and 9.
Is that Weir?
That was Weir.
Doing their best to keep the ball dry is the back or the line judge right now. Back judge, I guess.
Maybe the umpire.
Yeah.
2nd down and 9.
Be nice to the umpire.
Clock is continuing to move as Cale Niekamp runs the play in from the sideline. It's been a while since we've seen Camp Point Central go to the air. 10 seconds on the play clock as the black and gold Panthers come to the line. Niekamp puts a man in motion. He'll hand it off on the right-hand side. That's to Weir. Weir was slowed down a bit as the handoff was not extremely clean. Gets it out to around the 37-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd down and a long 6 yards to go for Camp Point Central. Their offense has not really
been very conservative today.
Well, not been opened up much. Yeah, I agree.
And I would say that the fumbles have caused that.
Yep, for sure. 3rd down and 6.
Ippinson comes out. Jasper Flessner into the game, I do believe.
The way Brown County can control the clock. A stop here.
Nope, that's Niekamp.
Cale Niekamp going to keep it himself. Good blocking on the right-hand side is ridden out of bounds now here near the 42-yard line. That's a pick up of 5 yards on the play. This will bring up a 4th down and about 1.5 yards to go here.
Stop the clock. Official called the timeout.
They'll put a 40 on the play clock. Ball to the 42-yard line. They've got to get to the 43.5. So it's 4th and 1.5 yards to go here. And this.
Rodriguez in. Niekamp comes out.
This is kind of the game right now. I mean, with 5 minutes and counting.
No fullback.
Niekamp under center. Looked like he had movement on the right side, and a penalty flag flies.
Penalty flag prior to the snap.
False start against the Panthers.
25 yards in penalties. Remember I talked about those 5-yard penalties being killers? Well, there's another killer.
Offense.
So it's a 4th and 6, and now you have to think about punting it.
37. 4th down, 6.
I think so. I think you have to think about punting it and trusting your defense
I think
to
they're
get a
going
stop.
for the gusto here. I don't think they think they can do that.
Well, they're only at their 37-yard line, and they're switching a lot of bodies in and out here.
You're right.
So I
You're
think
right.
they're going to punt.
Yep.
It is 4th down and 6 yards to go from the 37. Cale Niekamp will punt from his own 26.
Nobody back.
For the Hornets, you have to make sure you're paying attention to everything here. Good snap. Niekamp going to throw it downfield, looking for Bockel. That's picked off. Mike Cassing. Cassing with the pick. Running down the sideline with blockers out in front. He's at the 20. Penalty flag flies. This one will come back, but Cassing has the takeaway. The 4th of the day for the Brown County defense. The touchdown will not stand, as there's a penalty flag back of the 30-yard line, but the interception will, and Brown County will have the possession with just 4:25 to play.
What a play by Cassings on that on the interception. It was overthrown anyway. The intended receiver was who?
Bockel that time, as we'll see it again on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Drop back, look downfield, overthrown. Cassing was there the entire time playing center field. I'm going to say hold, and didn't really see much on the replay, to be honest. But the official was much closer, so that'll move the ball back to the 40-yard line. That's the Camp Point Central 40-yard line with 4:25 to play.
Panthers with what, 3 timeouts?
Everybody's got their timeouts.
Yeah.
Brown
4th
County's
turnover.
Brown County's sitting fancy right now, Jack.
You bet they are. $14 Greenfield and Calhoun.
So 1st and 10. A couple of first downs away from sealing this victory are the Brown County Hornets, and avenging one of their 2 losses on the season, and heading to the quarterfinals. A lot on the line. Fullerton on the carry on the right-hand side. Stack up after a short carry to the 39, gain of a yard. 1-yard pickup, and Central wants to use that first time out, it appears. As it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 as we get everything reset and ready to go here.
So you were right. The punt would have been a better idea.
Say that again. You were right. Adams Fiber is
Not
the
often.
hometown favorite for blazing fast internet, whether it's game day or every day. Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera. Named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Timeout taken by Camp Point Central on the Adams Fiber timeout. It's 2nd and 9 for Brown County from the Central 39-yard line. Vince Little is under center. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself along the right-hand side, and Bockel has a hold of him, and they'll push the pile back. Little gets a gain of a yard on the play. Clock will stop with another timeout by Camp Point Central. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 8. Barner also a man in on the stop. 3rd and 8 for Brown County, and what I would consider to be 4-down territory. Central calls the Adams Fiber timeout. They're 2nd of the second half with 4:08 to play. Big takeaway on the last drive for Camp Point Central on the fake punt. On the interception by Mike Cassing.
When you think about the play of the quarterbacks, the senior really has been the calm man in Vince Little today. And this is not against Caden Niekamp, but he has been cool as a cucumber all season long, and he's had a little bit more trouble handing the ball off and finding the right people.
Clock is stopped with a timeout, so it's a 3rd down and 8 here. Brown County could stay conservative, keep it on the ground, force Central to use that timeout, and then they are literally a 1st down away from being able to run the clock out. So another big-time play in this game, and a game that's been stuck at 16-8 since the 2nd quarter.
Brown County needs to get it to the 30 for the 1st down.
Little will be under center. Kind of an offset eye in the backfield now. They will hand it off to the deep back. That's Staten. Staten is spun forward, and he had a good run down to around the 30, call it the 33-yard line, as the Panthers now have a man down and slow to get up as Camp Point Central calls the timeout. In fact, they're going to put the ball here at the 32, Jack. So
might not have to call the timeout yet.
Well, I think they already signaled for the timeout. Looks to be Rig down here.
Yep, it does.
It's going to be 4th down and 2 after the 6-yard gain by Eli Staten. Central used their final timeout to stop the clock with 4 minutes to play. Rig being attended to on the field by the training staff, and gives us an opportunity with a break in the action to remind you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your next auto, residential, and commercial loan. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404. Also want to remind you about Reels Concrete, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see Rick Reel and the gang at Reels, 217-285-5013. Still taking a look at Curtis Rigg as he was on the bottom of that pile. Oh, is it Niekamp? Cale Niekamp is the injured player. My mistake. He's up on his own feet. Walking a little gingerly on the leg here, Jack, but now he's moving a little better as he gets to the far hash. Panthers are out of timeouts here. It's 4th down and 2 yards to go. Brown County will have the football around the 32-yard line when we return to live action, and a 1st down away, Jack, from sealing a victory just about.
Yeah, you saw on that play when Cale Niekamp was down, Caden Niekamp was down, just saying some things to ask for protection for little brother there. The football game's big, but, you know, there's things even bigger than that. But Brown County is, 2.5 yards away from sealing it today.
All right. They are a guy short. Here comes Jasper Flessner into the game defensively.
Even if they hold him here, you'd have to bring in Brady Whitler as your quarterback, the junior.
I don't think so. I think Niekamp would go back in.
Okay.
He looks to be all right on the sideline. Dupo on top of Carrollton still in that contest. It is 4th down, up to the line of scrimmage. Alex Beheimer leading things, and he says, this is our play. The junior right guard. 4th down and 2.
Got to be careful not to jump off sides and give them the 1st down.
Everybody up near the line of scrimmage. Little takes the snap, hands it off to the deep back Staten. Staten stretches forward. It looks like he has enough for the 1st down, and he does. Eli Staten takes it down to the 29-yard line. Needed 2, got 3 on the play. And a 1st and 10 for Brown County. Camp Point Central can no longer stop the clock with 3:53 and counting.
3rd 1st down of the ball game in the 2nd half for Brown County, but the biggest one of the game. And they have taken advantage of those turnovers by the Panthers. 3 fumbles and an interception, and they have done what they've needed to do. And Tom Little's squad came out here ready to go today, just like the Panthers did.
Still have to run some plays here, so take care of the ball. Little under center on a 1st and 10. Hands it off to Fullerton. They really never got any traction there. Taken down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Ekamp in on the stop. Clock rolling here with just over 3 minutes to play. 30 seconds on the play clock, and that means Brown County won't snap this with any more than about 5 seconds on that play clock.
They don't have to be in any hurry at all. They can actually take a delay a game, and the clock will start again after they set it.
Now the Hornets with a little confusion on the lineup here. As Law is in on the right side. They'll hand it off to Staten. Staten kind of jumps through the hole. He will be taken down near the 24-yard line, it looks like. A gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
22 yards, 10 carries for Eli Staten on the day.
Third down. A 1st down definitely seals it.
13-13, Dupo and Carrollton with 2 minutes left.
Wow, what a game there. It's been a dandy. This has been a dandy. That Greenfield-Calhoun game has been a dandy. I formation behind Little. Goes under center, now comes back out on a 3rd down and 5. And Brown County now will call a timeout with 2:03 to play, which will stop the clock. Even though Central couldn't stop the clock, Brown County does.
Kind of surprised on that one, Charlie.
I'm not. You want to get this play right. I mean, you could end the game with a 1st down here.
But you could take a delay of game right there and get the clock to start again.
Yeah. I don't think you want to go anywhere but forward if you're Brown County.
That's true.
Gives us a chance to tell you about Adams Fiber. They're the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Adams.net or call or text 217-214-3423 to join the winning team. On the Adams Fiber timeout taken by Brown County. They've got 2 remaining. They have a 3rd and 5 from the Camp Point Central 24-yard line with just 2:03 to play.
Jasper Flessner checking in, and Cale Niekamp comes out of the game.
Ball at the 24 as we get the ready for play whistle. Could you see another Trey Fullerton run right here? He's been a workhorse today. In State and both have carried the ball well. Little under center, takes the snap, hands it to Fullerton. Fullerton stacked up at the line, now tries to scoot away from it on the right side. Nothing there. Gains 2 yards on the play as the ball popped out at the end, but they're reeling him down. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 3 yards to go for Brown County with 1:47 and counting on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Fullerton a little slow to get up, but he's back up under his own power. So a 4th down and 3. Central could get a stop and get one more chance at it, although they would be looking at least 70-some yards with no timeouts and just over a minute in the game. First, it's 4th and 3. Will Brown County run it down and call a timeout here? It looks like that will be the case. They want to make sure they get the play communicated and executed correctly on this big 4th down. There's the timeout with 1:13 to play on the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll step aside for a moment as well. 1:13 left. Big 4th down play. Your way next.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
1:13 to play. Brown County called the Adams Fiber timeout. It's 4th down, and it's a solid 3. The ball is at the 20, about the 22.5-yard line, and they've got to get to about the 19, so it's closer to 4 maybe.
13-13 in Greene County at Carrollton with 1:43 left. with 11 minutes left, 14-14 Calhoun and Greenfield, but I'm sure they're later than that.
Can Camp Point Central's defense get one more stop and give their offense a chance? Can Brown County's offense get the first down and seal the deal? Little under center. Barks out the cadence, hands it off to Staten on the right side. Running hard behind the right side of the line. It looks like he has the first down, and he does. Takes it to the 18-yard line and is going to seal the victory for the Brown County Hornets on the 4-yard gain. Eli Staten with the first down when the Hornets needed it, and they are now a couple of knees away from victory here at Camp Point Central. Hornets are going to be heading to the quarterfinals and avenging one of their 2 losses on the season. As Vince Little sets up under center here. Takes a snap, takes the knee. If they don't set it too quickly, that'll be it, and it will. That'll be the final in this one. The Brown County Hornets, after suffering the 27-6 defeat in Week 6 of the regular season, came out today with determination in their eye, Jack, and executed all the way through. 4 takeaways in this one. Going to be the biggest difference. A stalemate in the second half defensively, and look at the Brown County Hornets sideline now as they go into celebration mode, picking up a huge victory here at Camp Point Central. The Panthers have not lost on this field in several years until today, and they finished their season at 10-1. A fine season that it was, but Brown County, with the upset victory, they had to take on either Carrollton or DuPont next week. We head to the Logan Agri-Service post-game show, where we have final stats, our player of the game, and some final thoughts from Camp Point Central after this.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Cranberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area. One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag post-game show as the two teams gather at center field to take a knee and say a prayer after a hard-fought battle here at Camp Point Central. Brown County with the victory to improve to 9-2 on the season. Central finishes their year here in the second round at 10-1. The Hornets will move on to play in the quarterfinals against the winner of DuPont and Carrollton. Camp Point Central, Jack, got off to a hot start, took that early 8-0 lead. Then some problems came in the way of turnovers. Brown County able to capitalize and at halftime had a 16-8 advantage. That ends up being our final as 4 takeaways on the day for the Brown County defense proves to be too much to overcome for Camp Point Central. And down right at the end when they needed to get a first down, Eli Staten with a big carry over the right side, right behind the big offensive line who was outstanding throughout the day, really on both sides for Brown County, and the Hornets come away with the victory.
It's been quite a ball game and quite a season for the Panthers. But Brown County came out today and rode that high from the Athens game, and their linemen came out and controlled the line of scrimmage. Panthers, you're gonna see they probably won the stats a little bit in rushing, but that doesn't make any difference. 34 carries, 204 yards for the Panthers on the day. 1 of 3 passing, 38 yards, 1 interception. The Panthers had 3 fumbles on the day. Led in rushing, 52 yards by Caden Niekamp. He had 11 carries, 80 yards for brother Cale Niekamp, 5 carries, 35 yards for Zach Weir on 8 carries, 4 carries for Curtis Rigg, and he got 8 yards, 5 yards for Luke Ibbotson on 1 carry. Jasper Flester carried the ball 5 times, all in the second half for 24 yards. 1 of 3 passing for Cale Niekamp, all in the first half with an interception. That went to Curtis Rigg, 38 yards, 25 yards in penalties for the Panthers, 3 5s and a 10 for them. For Brown County, 44 rushes, 144 yards. They were 2 of 2 passing for 33 yards. They had no interceptions, no fumbles on the day, and 1 5-yard penalty, and that's the difference. 58 yards for Trey Fullerton on 23 carries. 3 carries for Bo Little for 1 yard, 12 yards for Vince Little, none of them bigger than a touchdown run. 4 attempts on the day, 51 yards for Jack Sefton, the big one, a 46-yarder on 4 carries, 26 yards for Eli Staten, none of them bigger than that final 4 to get that first down. That was only the 4th first down of the second half for Brown County, but that was the biggie. Vince Little had 33 yards passing, 1 14-yard pass to Jack Sefton, 1 to Bo Little, and the 16-8 win for the Brown County Hornets. And what a rivalry this one is. The only 2 times the Panthers have lost in quite a few years here, both to Brown County, and Tom Little's squad did a great job preparing and setting this one up, and they come away with the win, and they'll either go to Carrollton or Dupo, and they were tied at 13 just a little bit ago. We'll try to update you on that before we're done.
Well, if Carrollton wins,
Brown County
will get to host. So they're all of a sudden big-time Carrollton Hawk fans who they beat 28-7 in week 1 of the regular season.
Those 2 games could both go to overtime.
Very well could, but what a contest here. And you talk about after that week 6 game where it was a 27-6 final, the win for Camp Point Central on that one, you knew if you were Brown County, if you did things the right way down the stretch, you would likely get a chance at a second shot. You didn't know if it would be in the second round or a quarterfinal type of situation, but they came out last week against Athens and absolutely demolished a pretty good Athens Warriors squad, and you could just tell this team has a little different look about them in this postseason. And by the way, overall, a fairly young, underclassmen-dominated squad with a few really solid seniors who played hard again today and made big plays. Trey Fullerton, Eli Staten, Vince Little.
Those 3 seniors are going to move on, but they have got a great lineup, as do the Camp Point Central Panthers, but more linemen to replace for the Panthers probably than Brown County. And, when you look out here today, you go, this is what's supposed to happen. It's fairly warm still. The rain fell a little bit, didn't really affect the game, but 3 fumbles and 1 interception by the Panthers. And honestly, I don't think they had 3 fumbles all season and not very many interceptions.
Well, and the thing about it is, Jack, as we talked about before the game started, turnovers are going to be huge in this one, and they were. And Brown County was able to value the ball and not turn it over. And Camp Point Central, as you talked about, those 3 fumbles and the interception. The interception kind of on a desperation play, but still a good play by Mike Casting, which, by the way, I don't think there was a hold. That should have been a pick 6, but we can debate that later. But this Brown County team, man, they look like they are a team on a mission right now, and a big one next week against the winner of Carrollton or Dupo. But how could you bet against Brown County right now?
Well, exactly. And Greenfield has the ball, 30 seconds left on their own 8-yard line. Calhoun looking to do something defensively to win that one. Dupo, you show me, may have a little problem on the offensive side. A picture you saw a little bit ago in a 13-13 game with under a minute left.
Looked like their quarterback was being helped off the field with the trainer, which you never like to see. But so that one could come down to the wire for sure. Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And, you know, Jack, the numbers might not be as flashy, but if you go back and watch the tape, Trey Fullerton was on basically every tackle in the first half. They slowed him down a little bit in the second half, but that meant other guys were available to make some plays. Carry the ball, ran really hard, averaged about 3 yards a carry today. He's going to be our player of the game.
Well, and I think you got to go with Fullerton here and look at one thing that's very, very important. In the games in the previous that he's played Camp Point Central, he hasn't had the games he wanted to have. Today, he did it as a Bulldog, under 60 yards, but he carried the ball like 23 times, and on the defense was great. But how about Vince Little? What a job by that quarterback, being patient, settling down, and keeping the mistakes at nil on the day for the Brown County Hornets and Tom Little.
Well, if you take a look at the Camp Point Central huddle out here on the field now, too, you have to think it's been a while since Central has exited the playoffs this early. You know, they've played in the semifinals of the state championship for, 3 or 4 years in a row now?
3 out of the last 4.
I mean, you know,
4 out of the last 4.
Pretty amazing the run they've been on. But it's one of those things that, as Brad Dixon talked about last week, you got to strap it up and come ready to play every day. And not that they weren't ready. Honestly, it's football. You have turnovers at times. Mistakes happen. But, you know, nothing is guaranteed. And, you know, this will be a good lesson for some of those younger guys. They lose some outstanding seniors. You know, you think about a Caden Niekamp, who is a 4-year starter, brought home the first state championship for this program in a big way. You think about a Marco Rodriguez, who has brought a lot of excitement in the kicking game over the last couple of years. Zach Weir had a really big season this year for the squad. Jasper Flessner burst onto the scene in his senior season offensively and made a lot of headlines. Yeah, I mean, you just had the names go on and on for Camp Point Central. You know, you don't want to not remember how good this program has been, but it just goes to show you that there's still a lot of work to be done if you want to be at that level each and every year. And, you know, it wasn't the Panthers' day.
And what Brad Dixon will tell you is, we let the scoreboard take care of itself. We do the things we have to do, and when we do, we'll be successful. When we don't, we'll suffer the consequences. He won't make excuses. They'll go to work next week. And, you know, not even tongue-in-cheek, I guess we'll finally see the Panthers in the Pittsfield Thanksgiving basketball tournament for the first time in ever.
With more than one practice, yeah. I mean, I don't think Coach Burnett was, you know, necessarily as happy to see them as he could have been. But yeah, I have full 2 weeks of practice ahead of time. What's that like for this program? We can tell you that Calhoun and Greenfield are going to overtime, tied at 14 points apiece, as Greenfield trying to pull a huge upset in that one. Although, you know, it was a 14-6 game the first time those two teams played. So you have to give Joe Pembroke a lot of credit. They are not nearly as heavy on the firepower on the offensive side as they have been the last couple of years, but they are gritty, and it's still Greenfield.
And Greenfield played Camp Point Central as tough as anybody up to this point. And when you get the ball on the 10-yard line with 4 downs, that's anybody's game right now. And it looked like Carrollton and Dupo may be heading to overtime too. And you can check out the WIBC score thread for more on that, or maybe your buddies will send you a text, or we'll try to update some things on the Central Illinois Sports Facebook page. I want to say this for the folks at Camp Point Central and all the sponsors for football. We need to thank you all for doing a great job there. Our buddies at Brown County, congratulations to you on a job well done. Now, don't let up. Put your foot on the metal and see if you can't make it happen. And, you know, we want to remind you all of this one before we close. Hug your kids, tell them you love them, tell them how much you appreciate them, and let them know that Jesus loves them even more than you. We'll always close it out like that. We may be done with football broadcast for the season, but we have enjoyed having you alongside through all the games we brought your way for Pittsfield and Camp Point Central and all the other teams. And it's kind of nice for me because it's been kind of easy the last couple of weeks. You know, you got John and Charlie here doing all the work, and I just take a break once in a while, right?
That's right. It was a fun one. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. For John and Jack, I'm Charlie Hull. Thanking you for joining us today. Brown County with a victory, 16-8 over Camp Point Central. It's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.